Tushukuru kwa hiyo. Tungetaka pia kujuana na hii meeting pia iko live. Kwa hivyo members wetu kwenye wako wanaweza kufuatilia what is happening in today's meeting. Kwa hivyo ningetaka tu kuuliza wale delegates wametoka Mwingi, wanaweza tu simama watufanyie hivi because of the interest of time, so that we recognize you. Wale delegates wametoka Mwingi, please be upstanding. Ni wengi, wapigieni makofi. Wale ketini, wale delegates wametoka Mutomo nasikia kumenyesha sana. Hakuna mtu mmoja kutoka Mutomo. Okay. Wale wametoka Kabati. Kuna mati napo, mpigeni makofi. Wale wametoka kwa Vonza. Wacha Dennis. Wale wengine wametoka kwa Vonza. Wale wametoka Matu. Kama wametoka Matu. Wale wametoka Nairobi. Wale wametoka Mombasa. Kama kuna moja. Wale ambao wametoka Nairobi hapa Kitui CBD. Ni wengi, wapigeni makofi. Wale wametoka East. Nimeona unaweza simama tu appreciate. Ni wengi. Na huko kumenyesha kweli kweli. Wale ambao wametoka Bitini Zangabi. Wapigeni makofi. Wale wametoka Miambani. Changwidhia. East ama West. Wananzo kwa kuneva. Changwidhia. Appreciate Misanzo. Alinipigia simu akaniambia lazima afike kwa hii mkutano. Naona kweli kweli amefika. So ningetaka kuchukua nafasi hii ni introduce members of staff wale wako karibu saa hii, na tunaenda kwa haraka sababu hii meeting inasaidiwa take at most 2 hours. So members of staff kindly come in front so that the delegates get to know you. Please, the members of staff, those that are present. Na niseme kwamba kwa ofisi zetu zimefunguliwa, kwa hivyo members wengine wa staff hawako leo, bado wanaendelea kufanyia members kazi. So ningetaka mtu aseme jina lake na anafanya nini na ametoka brand gani. Kindly.
Mungu ni mwema na kila wakati. Kwa majina nikiusia Musioka, head office, nafanya mambo ya vikundi.
Good morning. Kwa majina ni John Musioka, head office, risk management.
Ngayata iwe. Hapa ni toabika hato. Mungu wangu, ubiso wa motomo.
Wacha. Nakuni pili naitwa Beauty Morugi, Mwingi branch. Stella Elijah, Accounts Department, HQ. Carol Munyao, Marketing.
Mwene Museo, Damari Ndaonze, Bernard Mubeli, Matu branch.
Kwa naitwa Ann kutoka katika Accounts Department HQ.
Let us appreciate them. Sako in around 20 members of staff. Tuko na ofisi iko mwingi, iko na 3 members of staff. Tuko na ofisi iko Matu, iko na wawili. Tuko na ofisi iko Mutomo, iko na wawili, na tuko na around 4 credit officers wenye wanawasabu hapa Kitui, na pia wale ambao wanakuja kutoka Kabati, na tuko na head of departments kama Ann, Med na wengine. So kwa hiyo wakati ningeuliza chairman ndio aweze kuintroduce the board of directors who are present, then from there we will continue with the matters of today. Thank you.
Asante sana bwana CEO. Wakati kama huu ningetaka vile tunaendelea kusubiri kidogo wale wengine wako kwa barabara wanakuja, tunafanya preliminaries. Ile one of the things we are doing is tujue ni nani anatoka wapi. Niuliza Dennis kuja pande hii tafadhali. Anybody from your office tunataka uje pande hii. Board members pia we are preparing ourselves ili sasa moja hapa kule kumejaa, lakini for now you are settled. Kaeni hapo, nitawaita Dennis kuja upande huu ili tuanze na wewe. Nitaanza na members of the board, na ningetaka tafadhali wasimame mahali wako. Ikiwa uko upande huu, kuja upande huu so that we face the members. Nasoli, Dennis, Katukum, kujeni upande huu tafadhali. We are preparing ourselves, tunataka moja mbele ili members wao wanaweza kuwaona. Wengine mko hapo chini, kujeni huku juu ili sisi zote tunaweza kuonekana. Members, they are still coming. I'm impressed that tumeanza kupata, tumepita namba ya 40 and we were expecting 103. So najua ni wakati huu ni mgumu, lakini nafikiri watakuja wote. Kujeni board members tafadhali msimame, hata wale wako hapo karibu na mimi simameni tafadhali ili tujulikane na members. Kadri Mutia alikuwa na sisi hapa na akaenda hospitali. Kuna mtu anataka kuangalia pale, rafiki yake ambaye alikuwa mgonjwa kidogo, kwa hivyo she's coming back. Hapa karibu na mimi, I'm not using any order, I'm just introducing them the way they are. Tuko na bwana Joseph Mudhungu, is a secretary supervisory committee, ile tunaita hivyo, anatoka Kitui East Zombe. Thank you very much boya. Tuko na Katuku anatoka Mwingi, is one of the members who joined us last year but one. He replaced somebody na anatoka Mwingi, is a very active member. Thank you Katuku. Next hapo tuko na lady anaitwa Penina Ngaliuka au Melkisasi. Katika board members. Thank you very much Penina. Tutaendelea kuzungumza baadaye. Ili sasa nipokee hao wengine kwa vile ni wafupi kuliko hao wengine wako mbele, wacha nimalize na hao kwanza. Tuko na Dr. Kisinga. Dr. Kisinga is a vice chairman na anatoka hapa CBD. Is one of the businessmen we have here. Daktari Keti. Next to him yule mwenye huyo anaitwa Bwana Ted Bunyoke is our honorary secretary, anatoka hapa CBD. Next jamaa he runs a hotel in Mwingi. Now you can testify to that. anaitwa Bwana Justine Kibunzi, is the chairman supervisory committee. Thank you very much Kibunzi. Next to him, kuna jamaa mwingine anatoka karibu na butchery pale, anaitwa Bwana Dennis Nyumba, ndiye anatuzia tiles. Gari yao ikipasuka tile, hata bila kupasuka, he is an expert in that. Dennis Nyumba is a member of the supervisory committee. Wanafanya kazi na yule ambaye Mungu. Au mnaweza kutoka hivi. Yes. Then next, yule mzee mwenye kofia pale anaitwa Sole Kemoli, mzee wa kazi. Huyo ndio anapatia pesa. Chairman wa credit committee. Then wa mwisho kabisa pale ni Mona Joel. Mona Joel ni member of the board na ndiye ana sign checks kama treasurer, na ile hesabu ambayo tunasomewa hiyo yote napitia katika records zake. She's our treasurer for many years. So thank you very much Mona, na huyo ataketi. Na mimi Francis Kidaya tuachia. Nafikiri vile nimesema nimewakaribisheni nyote hapa ili mjisikie mkwenu, na hii ADM tutajaribu sana within the next 2 hours to it through. I'm sure mambo mengi tutayazungumzia, na vile tulisema the other day when we were here, there are so many things that we are just starting, so sione kama tunaenda pole pole. It's only that kilimpya kile ajina mathina macho kile akina chalisia yo, lakini we hope we are up to the task. Wacha nisimame hapo ili sasa tuanze ile program yenyewe, because hatujasoma notice ile ya kuwaita, ndio tunafanya preliminaries. Back to you Bwana CEO.
Let us appreciate the members of the board, please. So, nafikiri tunaweza anza kutoka hapo. Naona our auditor has come. So, I think from there now we can request the Honorable Secretary to read the notice convening this meeting so that we can kick off our today's activities.
Good morning. Mimi ndiye Ted Munyoki, the secretary, and I go forth to read the notice of annual delegates meeting slated for today. A notice is hereby given that our annual delegates meeting will be held on Tuesday, 24th March 2026 at Kitty Multipurpose Development Training Institute, starting at 9 a.m. Agenda number 1, to read the notice convening the meeting. Number 2, to receive and adopt the chairman's report. To receive and adopt the supervisory committee report. Presentation and adoption of 2026 revised budget and 2027 budget. Sorry. Presentation and adoption of the audited financial statements for the year ended 31st December 2025 and the auditor's report thereof. To approve the disposal of 2025 surplus. To appoint external auditor for the year 2027-2026. Number 8, to approve 2026 borrowing powers. Number 9, to address matters arising from agendas number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10. Number 10, to adopt and confirm the previous minutes. Number 11, elections. Number 12, to transact any other business whose notice will have been received by the Secretary in accordance with the Society's bylaws. Thank you.
Let us appreciate him. Kutoka hapo tunaenda kwa chairman's report. Then we'll just follow the order as it is in the notice. Ile mnaona kwa notice, tunafuata hizo agenda zikiwa namna hiyo. Thank you.
Yes, bwana CEO, jambo moja na ningetaka tufanye before you do that. We want to own that notice. Tujue kama mlipata, and you are ready now to go through ile mambo yote ambayo tumeweka kwa hiyo notice. Kwa hivyo ningetaka nione kwa kudhibitisha mtu mmoja niambie yes, we are ready for the agendas, na mtu mwingine a second, so that we own the notice. Nani ana proposer? Simama utajie jina, member number
1327.
1327.
Mokoka.
Yeah.
I propose.
Mokoka. I propose. You propose. Yes. Seconder. Up.
Okay. Member number 979. We propose now. I second.
Okay. So now unanimously we adopt the notice. Kwa hiyo sasa ni yetu. And you can now go through the matters as they are now. And before we do that, I had left the officers from the cooperative office, and I want to introduce them now, so that as I start now the meeting by reading the chairman's report, wawe tunawajua, tuko na wao hapa. Bwana
nawasalimia habari ya asubuhi. Mimi naitwa Dennis Mudhoka, Sub County Cooperative Officer, Kitui Central.
Habari zenu. Naitwa Belita Mutemi Haukita.
Karibuni sana. Kuna any person that we have not recognized? Najua kuna wengine wanaendelea kuja, au tutawajua as we move on. We have security officers down there. Nipungeni mkono. I know you also have your own circle. Yeah. Lakini tunawakaribisha kwa hii. You can also join this one. Karibuni. So at this juncture now, I want us to go through a chairman's report ambaye kila mmoja wetu akunayo, na kwa saa hii tumefika karibu 50 now. The chairman's report to the annual delegates meeting held on 24th March 2026 at Kitui Multipurpose Grounds. Introduction. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I'm pleased to present the Chairman's report for the year under review. The year was characterized by both the opportunities and the challenges within the financial sector. Despite the dynamic operating environment, the SACCO remained focused on its core mandate of mobilizing savings and providing affordable credit to members. The board continued to provide strategic direction and oversight to ensure sustainable growth and compliance with the regulatory requirements. Appreciation and acknowledgement. The Board of Directors expresses its sincere gratitude to all members for their continued trust and support to the SACCO. We also acknowledge the dedication and commitment of the management team and the staff, whose efforts ensured smooth operations throughout the year. Special appreciation goes to the delegates, supervisory committee, and the regulators for their guidance and cooperation, which has contributed significantly to the SACCO's progress. SACCO performance. And this time round, members, you'll notice that I am using a lot of graphs to indicate what we are doing and the performance. So ukiona kuna mali kuna graphs, utajua that is now an indication that we want to compare some information and what is happening. Performance, if you look at performance there, we are now focusing on membership. If you look at on the left, you also look at share capital, the reserves, and we are looking at it from 2020 to 2025. Najua mnaweza kuweka kidole pale kwa 2020, unarusha mkono namna hiyo to the right, to the far end, uone tulikuwa tuna progress namna gani. Figure at 2020 ilikuwa vipi, na ukiangalia vizuri ile ya 2025 imefika wapi. So we wanted you to compare that one, tuone kama we are getting somewhere. If you look also at the share capital, you check what we had in 2020 and what we closed with in 2025. Reserves the same, total equity, deposits, net loans zile tuliwapatia ni 2020. Kwa mfano ukiangalia hiyo tuliwapatia 149 million. Now 2025 tuliwapatia nini? Nataka uangalie wewe mwenyewe tulipatia nini. Turnover, kila baada tulipata after we did that trading, tulipata faida gani? Uangalie 2020 up to 2025 ilikuwa namna gani. I'm going slowly because this is our first delegates meeting and there are few things I want us to notice na tujue kazi yetu iko namna gani iliko mbele yetu. Look at the expenditure, what we expended as we served you in 2020 and how it was in 2025. Hiyo angalia mwenyewe. Interest on the deposits, look at that again. Surplus, whatever now we had and what we could have given back again to you. Our total assets in 2020 and what are our assets as we closed the year 2025. And then liabilities, and then investments, whatever we invested in what is also recorded there. So if you compare all what we have said there, you will find that hakuna kitu chochote katika hiyo yote ambayo tumesema sasa is the same from 2020. Ukiangalia 2024 and 2025 utaona graph inaenda juu tu. So hiyo kuonyesha nini? We are operating on a healthy ground. Let's go to membership. The membership also grew from 4,370 to 6,079 within the same time. So if you look at that one again, hapo kwa hiyo graph again, and uangalie pale chini utaona 2020. In 2020 almost mid yake we were less than 4,000. 2021 tukaenda juu kidogo, 2022 tukaenda juu kidogo kama vile unapanda ngazi, 2023 tukaenda juu na hapo tulipanda kwa haraka kidogo, na pia between 2023 and 2024 pia tukapanda, lakini ukiangalia vizuri between 2024 and 2025 ni kama tulikuwa tunapanda kama mlima very steep. Tuko page 2 Mutonga Musingila karibu na page 2. Ukiangalia pale between 2024 and 2025 hapo tulifanya kazi kidogo, unaona hiyo kangazi inaenda very steep, which means now hapo we recruited more members than another time. So our membership now ukiangalia vizuri on the left is now topping 6,000 and something. 6,000 and something. That means we are still working and we have some work to do. Hao tuko pande hii na ninyi mko pande hiyo. Kuna mambo tutakubaliana pamoja. How we are going to look at that again. Share capital, ile pesa ambayo mnatupatia kama urithi, kama wealth ya sako. Share capital has shown consistent and strong growth, rising from 18.7 million in 2020 to 40 million
in 2025. This represents more than 100% increase over the period, reflecting members' commitment to strengthening the capital base of the SACCO. If you look down there again, we don't have a graph for that one, but that one is self-explanatory. Then you come to deposits, number 6. Member deposits, which form the backbone of the SACCO's lending operation, grew steadily from 142.5 million in 2020 to 204.6 million in 2025. This growth reflects increased member confidence and improved savings culture among members. The steady rise in deposits has enhanced the SACCO's liquidity position and its ability to meet the growing demand for credit facilities. If you look at that one again, 1.4, that means that is 14 million, hapo chini kidogo 2020. It dipped a bit between 2020 and 2021. You may ask why. You know, that was the COVID time. Na kila mtu alikuwa amekanyango break hapo. Number 2, there were also other challenges we were facing, which we addressed those years. So hiyo ndio the first time uliona ina dip kidogo between 2020 and 2021. Tukaenda kama tunalegea kidogo, lakini kutoka pale trajectory kaenda juu. 2021 and 2022 kamshele ikaruka sana, 2022 23 ikaruka tena, 2023 2024 ikaruka tena, and 2024 2025 ikafika the figure we are quoting 204 million ile ambayo tumepata, and we can use that money to give you loans. We shall tell you what we are doing when you deposit your money like that. There are other things we are not doing, like getting loans from the bank, because that would be extra expense which we don't need now. Then what have we done with the loans? The loan portfolio has recorded impressive growth over the years, increasing from 149.7 million in 2020 to 276 million 0.7 in 2025. This growth of over 80% underscores the SACCO's commitment to supporting members' economic empowerment. However, the rapid growth in lending has also presented challenges, particularly in credit risk management. We shall also address this one later. What challenges are we facing? This risk, what kind of risk is this? The board and the management have enhanced loan appraisal and recovery mechanisms to ensure portfolio quality is maintained. We shall talk about this one later because we want to interact with you to do any kitu gani inaendelea hapo. And all the same, because we are benchmarking between 2020 and 2025, ukiangalia hapo kwa graph, in 2020 tuliwapatia 1.49 somewhere down there, tukapanda juu kidogo pale, tukienda 2021 2022 tukaweka ka speed kidogo, tukaweka tena 2022 2023 2023 2024, and then between 2024 and 2025. That's why tunasema tuliwapatia 276 million in that year. That shows that members wetu wakikujia loans tunawapatia depending on ability to pay and many other things that we are doing. And then we are looking at the performance overall. Our performance, how is it? The SACCO's overall financial performance reflects both growth and emerging pressure. We are growing, but it's still have other pressure that we need also to look at. Turnover increased significantly from 30.4 million in 2020 to 63 million in 2025, more than doubling over the period. Total assets grew from 189 million to 328 million, in the year under review, demonstrating strong institutional expansion. Investments also improved from 4.5 million in 2020 to 12.3 million in 2025, reflecting diversification efforts. We are diversifying our investments, na hii tutawaambia ni wapi na wapi tunaegeza pesa zenu ziendelee kuzaa kitu. However, expenditure has risen sharply from 19.6 million in 2020 to 50 million in 2025, largely due to branch expansion. Remember, we expanded the branch network a bit, and then there's also increased operational costs. Tukanunua magari, tukaongeza computers and other things. There's also transport and higher loss provisions. Kuna watu wamechukua loans, na up to now imekuwa challenge to collect that money from them, and we shall talk about that one later when we start now addressing the default rate of those members who are not giving us back the money that we give them. As a result, although the circle remained profitable, surplus declined from 19 million in 2023 to 12 million in 2025. This trend signals the need for cost containment and efficiency improvements going forward. We shall look at that one. There's a graph down there. Nataka tutaiangalia. Nataka tuwe makini pale, ulenge macho hapo kidogo. Before I do that one, let me say interest on member deposits has also increased steadily, reaching 9.2 million in 2025, reflecting improved returns to members. Let's look at that trend there. If you look at surplus trend in 2020, ilikuwa, as I said, almost like 12 million there. Ukiangalia vizuri. Na ikaenda juu in 2021, ikafika almost 15. Ikaenda juu 2023, 2022 ikapita 18 million. Na 2023 almost ifika 20 million there. Lakini from there now, 2023 to 2024 ikashuka very rapidly, and between 2024 and 2025 ikagonga huko chini kabisa 12 million. Look at that. Hiyo is bad for us. But why this? We closed our records at that level now. We are now profitable. The profits for the circle are very heavy. There are reasons why this one happened. It's going to be addressed by the auditor. We also managed to navigate through that one, but we hope things are going to be okay. Nilikuwa particularly nataka kuwapatia hii. Mjue it is not always rosy. There are times when mnagonga mwamba, but you don't just stop there. That's a learning lesson. You have also to improve from there, and then you continue. It was not anybody's making, but then we have to accept that we have challenges even in the country. The buying power imeenda chini sana. Watu wengine wanachukua loans wakiwa very keen kwa watalipa. But somewhere on the way, mambo yanakwama na hawezi kulipa. So these are some of the things that we are facing as a circle, but we are up to the task. We are up to the task. And pamoja na ninyi, najua tutafika mahali. Then we have challenges that are facing the circle. Look, if you look at that one, during the year under review, that is 2025, the circle faced several challenges, including rising operational costs, impacting profitability. Because the operational costs ilienda juu, ikawa kile kitu inaanza kutelemea kidogo, but then we still struggled. And another one, increased credit risk associated with rapid loan growth. Here is another challenge. Number C, economic pressures affecting members' repayment capacity. And that's what I also said. Some members, mtu anakuja tu anakuambia chairman, ningetaka nilipe loan yangu, lakini for the last 3 days sijauza hata nduru. What do I do? You know, imekuwa shida. But then we are still surviving, and then growing regulatory compliance requirements, which I'll still tell you. It's the same time when in June we are told to shift from AGM to ADM, and you know it had its own challenges, and that's why we called you here on 1 week ago, so that we tell you what that means, na tukasoma kidogo, but that's not the end of it. Tutaendelea kuwaleta pamoja, tuwafunze, tuwaambie what is happening with the ADM, and these are some of the challenges we are facing. So tuko pamoja kwa hii. The board continues to implement measures to address these challenges, including strengthening internal controls, enhancing credit management, and improving operational efficiency. Those are some of the things that we are doing, and I'm sure we'll get somewhere. Then we have mambo ambayo inaendelea kujitokeza, emerging issues. The sector continues to evolve with emerging trends such as digital transformation, automation of services, and an increased focus on data security. These are some of the things that are actually impacting on us. Then the circle is investing in technology to improve service delivery and enhance efficiency and remain competitive. We shall address that one again, because the year 2025 we had a lot of challenges. Our vendor went slow, and as a result we had to get another vendor, which has taken us almost a whole year before we got where we are today. So tutazungumzia hayo baadaye. Additionally, there is a growing need to balance growth with its sustainability, particularly in managing costs and maintaining asset quality. I think we shall also talk about this one later. Then we have elections. In line with the SACCO bylaws and governance requirements, elections will be conducted during this annual delegates meeting. Kadheni Mutia, Penina Ngaliuka, and Ted Kadenge Nyoke from the management board are retiring and seeking re-election, while Dennis Philip Nyumba from audit and risk, that is supervisory committee, is retiring but seeking re-election also. That one will be addressed in the last agenda down there in our matter of agenda Vileiko. And then in conclusion, the SACCO has demonstrated commendable growth in membership, in deposits, loans, and overall assets over the years. However, the recent decline in surplus highlights the need for prudent financial management and strategic cost control. The board remains committed to strengthening governance, improving efficiency, and delivering a sustainable value to members. With continued support from all stakeholders, the SACCO is well positioned for future growth and success. Thank you. Thank you very much. From Francis Kedai, your chairman. May God bless you. Karibu Bwana Moja, that is our external auditor. Karibu. Before I sit down, Mr. Moya is our external auditor. Hiyo mfuko unabeba mambo mingi. Karibu Bwana Moya. Ningetaka the membership to adopt the chairman's speech, so that when it comes to kuichambua iwe tumeiona proposal look at this side.
Cosmas Isakawa, member number 2805, the proposed.
Thank you. Seconder.
Okay, I'm Richard Mwaniki, member number 100. I second.
Thank you. That means now we own this report. Whatever now we shall discuss will be official because we have accepted the chairman's speech, and then from there now I think we can go on. Back to the CEO. Kuna other comments I will make later when it comes to that time. Thank you.
Let us appreciate chairman once again. Now we are moving very fast. At this juncture, I want to call upon the supervisory chair to come and make his speech. Mr. Chairman Supervisory, please.
Thank you. Tuambie kwa chairman Karugeni. Kangi na Mungu ni anesa. Isawe bo chairman. Kautisi. Kangi Kachiendi. Thank you. That's our chairman, and actually is leading well. On behalf of our supervisory committee, which we share, the three of us, we have Dennis Nyumba and Joseph Mudungu, and this is our report. Introduction. Our guests, county officials, other distinguished guests, my fellow cooperators, members of staff, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the supervisory committee, we are hereby extend our sincere appreciation to the board of directors, delegates, management team and staff for entrusting us with the responsibility to execute our mandate. Throughout the year, under review, we have diligently undertaken the following core responsibilities. 1, we reviewed the financial statements and the overall financial health of the SACCO. We monitored the performance of the board of management. We ensured the compliance with the relevant regulatory framework works, and we identified the assets and monitored risk affecting the SACCO. Our objective remains to safeguard the interests of members on oversight and ensure that Bestrock SACCO operates with integrity, transparency, and accountability. The governance. Our SACCO has constantly maintained a robust governance structure as per organogram. And during the year under review, the board of directors and the management team fostered a collaborative environment that had ensured stability in the SACCO. This was significant in helping management team and staff to work efficiently, effectively, and deliver a new current ADM structure which we are enjoying today. These are our recommendations. Our committee urges the management to maintain equality service, invest in skills, development and retention to match the SACCO demands. Also, the brand image, loyalty to be well represented by our employees. Number 3, finances and financial statements. In the year under review, the Ministry of Cooperative highlighted a key non-compliance with quite a number of SACCOs borrowing heavily from banks to pay huge dividends and interest rates. This has become a marketing gimmick to have more members in their society. Our committee are happy to report our financial statements, which are audited and confirmed by internal auditor and external auditor, are sound with adherence to regulatory requirements. No overdraft from banks. Our review is represented in the financial statement. You will notice that we have a steady growth in our offering. And we have the chart, and you have seen it in the chairman's report. Some of the trends, we will not repeat the same trends here. Now we have the growth. You can see the membership. Currently we have 6,079 from 5,612 last year. Membership, you have seen. Total assets, currently we have 327 million. From last year, 299 million. Deposits, we have, currently we have 204, compared to last year, 190 million. Net loans to members, currently we have 292 million, compared to 259 million last year. Share capital, now we have 40 million, compared to last year, 35 million. Total revenue, this year, currently we have 63 million, compared to 61 million last year. Total expenses this year, 50 million, compared to last year, 45 million. And you have seen in the chairman's report, we had some branch expansion, we purchased a new system, and still the operating cost was a bit high. That's why you see the total expenses. We captured the same. It was a bit high, but it was because of the new expansion operational costs. The question is, are we where we want? And the answer is no. The slow and steady growth is pivotal at this stage as a governance structure. It endeavors to build a sustainable system and the structures for the society to thrive both now and into future. And these are our recommendations. One, we should strengthen the next strategic plan review, which we are about to review it because it has expired. Last time, I think we reviewed the strategic plan in 2022. Secondly, we should adopt a well-balanced scorecard approach. And three, we should improve service delivery in our policies. Number four, compliance and risk management. Our findings demonstrated commendable compliance with the requirements of all relevant regulatory bodies. Our review of staff operation, management practices, board activities, committee functions, internal audit processes reveals a strong commitment to the best practices. Risk management continues to be a priority for the SACCO. Immediate and long-term strategies have been developed to mitigate various risks affecting operational and members' interest. The challenges which the chairman was addressing. The other one, the key focus area also remains the management of non-performing loans, the loan losses. I think that one has been also addressed by the chair. Even our committee has noted we have some people who are taking loans, watu wanachukua na walipi loans. We sign for people, now they default the following day. Kwa hivyo that is a challenge in our audit. So members, we need to disseminate this information back to the delegates. And these are recommendations. The board and management should ensure leveraging the technology to improve a risk mitigation mechanism at loan application stage, proactively engaging with the defaulting members to address and reduce the risks. Two, we should ensure promotion of collaborative efforts between members and the board address. Here I think it is clear. The chairman has also stressed on issue of collaboration. Adwala makosa loan. Tuma imise mundu akosa loan. Dukoza loan yuke kuange makongo. Amboko ulie mundu ukoza loan bachau. So that risk they need to improve the non-performing loans. The outlook all the way forward. Our circle strength lies in the active involvement by our members. Looking from the year 2026, we call for enhanced member engagement and participation in training programs on financial literacy, educational forums that empowers our members. Na nikwate kwa iko twa ile posisi ya muno. Whether ni loan tukuosa okwithe itwa abundisi andu maitu undu maile kuiva. Wasisi withe nduiva osambe silo tonya kuiva. So we need to train on financial literacy as a key way to avoid the default. Lastly, community-driven projects for greater social impacts. Combanking system. Our new system, PINISAF, Fender, is ready, and our supervisory committee acknowledges its performance, that it meets diagnostic tests. All transactions are posted in real-time ledger, and the new toolkit approved to have the latest test, security side, and it has a good backup frequency. Customer care. Very few complaints were registered in the year under review, and this reflects a good service provided by SACCO staff. Another aspect, SACCO committee meetings. The meetings for which was given governance expenses were held regularly, and within the financial year, we confirmed that the meetings were held solemnly for the benefit of the SACCO, and the expenditure was reasonable. AGM resolutions. Our committee confirmed all the AGM's resolution passed in the last AGM was implemented, including ATM migration, which we are enjoying today. Our external auditor, Mr. Mbiu Muya and Associates. Our committee expressed confidence with our auditor, Mr. Mbiu Muya, by expressing its high performance with its good visibility and value chain advocacy. And in conclusion, we extend our gratitude to our members, board and management and staff for their continued cooperation and dedication to our SACCO growth, sustainability with collaborative efforts. We are confident that our SACCO will continue to thrive and deliver value to all its stakeholders. Otherwise, let us save regularly, borrow wisely, pay promptly. Our motto remains our partner indeed, co-assigned by the three Secretariat, Chair Justin, Mudungu, Secretary, and Dennis Nyumba, the member. I think it's okay. No, sir, those members, I think you can stand up. Just stand up. Muangalie vizuri. We have Mr. Mudungu, he's from Zambia. He's a good man, tunamuona. Kwa hii sako tunasema toa vunjo uone. Yes, tunamuona. Then we have, thank you. Then we have Dennis. Dennis is also a good man. Nikiingia hii sako, nilipata Dennis akiwa the highest depositor. Youth depositor. Alikuwa anachukua trolley every year. And he's been re-elected. Si tumwangalie tio mboye kasa ingi diola wanazio na pesa mbingi bano sa kweno more than 6 million ugabwe mbwe nake na ni museo ko twabigeze twemweke kadi chati nundu agiati. Thank you. So generally, vile we can say about our SACCO, the status generally. SACCO yetu inaendelea vizuri. We need to applaud the board of management, including our chair. They are diligently, yani wanafanya vizuri kusaidia pesa yenu isipotee. So our SACCO is in good position. Only ile reserves umesikia imeenda chini kidogo. Na sisi tumejua imeingia kwa nini? Tulinunua system, tulinunua maofisi, tulifungua Mtomo, tumefungua Matuu, we have refurbished all our branches. Kwa hivyo msione pesa hapo kama ni imepotea. Tumenunua a new system, ile PinoSAP tumesema hapo. So tukiangalia kama supervisory, kama kuna pesa yenu imewekwa vizuri, tunahakikisha ni tiki. Tukaangalia our staff, kuna mtu ana default loans, hapana, tiki. Tukisikia the complaints of members, tukiangalia last year and the year behind, tulikuwa na a lot of complaints. Tulikuwa tunapigiwa simu kila siku. Huyu nimeitisha pesa nimenyimwa, hii nimeitisha pesa nimenyimwa. Lakini sasa hiyo watu wamefundishwa on how to manage their loans. And we are happy that our SACCO, it is being managed in a professional way. Hakuna ndururu inapotea. Hata ukiangalia zile allowances hao watu wanapata ni kama peanuts. That means commitment. Kwa hivyo members, let us be very, very supportive to this SACCO. And if there is any oversight, kama kuna jambo ambao limefinyika, we are there, our numbers they are there, you reach us and we reach to consensus. Including, hata kama umefinyiliwa, we provide everything, even psychotherapy to our staff. Kama wamekosana huko nyumbani, we are there to support. Na tunaombea. Kwa hivyo, let's pray for this SACCO to be in the great height. Thank you and God bless you. Simuni appreciate na tumakofi jamani. Simutipigie kanugani. Kange. Thank you.
Nafikiri tunaendelea vizuri na tunaenda kwa haraka. So ukiangalia kwa notice yetu, before tuende hapo, ningetaka proposal ndio tuweze kuadopt supervisory report. Kwa hivyo staff mnaweza peana mic, mtu aseme jina lake, alafu proposal na seconder. Nani ana propose hiyo report ya chairman ya supervisory chair? Nani ana second?
This is Steve, member 382, I second.
So now I think the report is properly adopted. Ukiangalia kwa agenda number 9, kama uko na swali kutoka kwa chairman's report, kutoka kwa supervisory report, andika hiyo swali mahali. Tuko na hiyo agenda, itakuwa ina address maswali yote yenye itakuwa inatokana na hizo reports zote. Sasa tungeenda kwa ningetaka tuende number 4, that is on the presentation and adoption of 2026 revised budget and the 2027 budget yenye itasomwa na the SACCO accountant. Tunaomba akuje mbele apresent hiyo budget estimates ndio tuweze kuendelea.
the support chairman and the board, the CEO and my colleagues, and the fellow delegates. Hamjambo. God is good all the time. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. So my name is Mary Simon. Nataka twende through the budget for the year 2027 and then amendments that may be there for the year 2026. Mnanisikia? This is the budget. Imeandikwa Bestrock Regulated Non-Deposit Checking Sacco Society Limited. The registration number is 8851. Proposed income and expenditure budget for the financial year 2027. For those who may be asking, budget year 2026 was approved last year by the general membership. So this is the first budget that the delegates are approving, the budget for the year 2027. So the first item is on membership fee. The actuals for the year 2025 was 440,000. The approved budget was 940, and then the proposed budget is still 940,000. For those who remember, Dr. Kisinga last time we had a meeting, aliongelelea kuhusu membership. Tunakumbuka? Are we remembering what he said? Page, This is what I'm reading. Yangu haina page, iko after the cash flows, after the cash flows. After tumetoka kwa supervisory, tumeruka the audited accounts. Tumeruka income statement, tukaruka balance sheet, tukaruka equity, tukaruka cash flow. Tukaenda kwa budget. The previous page is not written anything. This one, hapa. Ilio. Hapa. Audited account is an extract of the whole audited accounts. So that's why unaona zifuatani. It's an extract. We cannot present the whole book. Itakuwa kubwa than hii peke yake. So that's why there is a mismatch. Poleni sana. Are we now together? Poleni. So I start the budget for the year 2027. Ilikuwa nimesema the approved budget was approved last year. And that is the budget that we are using for this year, 2026. The first item is membership fee. The actuals for the year 2025 was 440. So we recruited new 440 members. Dr. Kisinga alikuwa ametuambia delegates tutie bidii at this year we recruit at least 1,000 members. So hiyo budget inaendanisha na hii 940. So far sijui wenye wametusaidia kurecruit wangapi within the last 1 week. Food for thought. Next, interest on loans. The actual was 49.6 million. The approved budget for the year 2026 was 71.1. Still the approved budget, the proposed for 2027 is 71.1. Commission on loan portfolio, 5.44 was the actual. Approved 11.8. Proposed 11.8. Investment 1.04. The approved was 1.5. The proposed is 1.5. This society has invested. The extra money that they have, we have invested with CIC, something called money market. So at the end of every month, they give us a return. And last year, we were able to get at least $1 million for that return. And we are suggesting to have at least 1.5 for the year 2026 and 2027. We have other income, anything that is not covered by membership, interest, commission, and investment. That is the small incomes. We had 6.8 million as the actual for the 2025. You members approved 8.4 for the year 2026 and the same 8.4 for the year 2027. I'll go to expenses. The first expense is financial expenses. The actual was 597,000. The budget was approved to be 4.2, but we have proposed a lower budget of 1.2. What is the reason for this? We had suggested to write off some loans worth 2 million. But for the last 5 years, the SACCO has not written off any loan. So again, we are not going to write off any loan. Kindly pay your loan. The society will not cover your expense of writing off a loan. Are we together? So that is why the budget has reduced to 1.2 from 4.2. And then we have depreciation and impairment. The actual was 4.9. The approved budget was 12 million. Again, this budget has gone lower to 10 million. There is something called provision for bad loans and provision for loans. And then depreciation. Depreciation is the actual assets that you have, the computers and what have you, they must depreciate. And then impairment near loans. Loans are categorized from performing to loss. Every category iko na percentage yake. So the moment your loan delays with 1 day, inatuingiza kwa mashaka, inaitwa impairment. And that is where we spent a whole 4.9 million to cover for that expense. Assume all the loans are performing of 292.4 million. That is just a 1%. That will be 2 million. So the extra 2.7 million from 2.1 near loans zenye zimepita performing category. Loans above 30 days. Ikipita tuna siku moja. Kama ulikuwa ulipe 18th na imeruka tuna siku moja imeenda 19, we are required to provide for that, and that is an expense to the society. Okay? Number 3 is personnel expenses. We spent 18.1. The approved budget was 20.1, and then the proposed budget is still 20.1. The personnel expenses went high. The reason are these: number 1, NSSF ilipanda during the course of the year. Nowadays, the staff are paying the NSSF as a percentage of what you earn. NSSF ilitoka 200, yenye wengi wetu najua tukifanya kazi ilikuwa 200 shillings. Siku hizi it is a percentage of what you earn, and it is a must. So imeenda juu, same case to SHA. Still imeenda juu. There is something that was introduced called housing levy. Inakatwa kutoka kwa staff salaries, kuna pay, and then president wetu ni kama alisign an infrastructure fund. So we expecting these personnel expenses to kuendelea kwenda juu. Si tunajua what is happening in our government of the day. So all expenses zinapitia kwa mishahara ya hawa watu wangu. Apart from what they earn, zinakatwa. So everything that is deducted, the society is liable to present to the authority at a certain date. Then governance, we spent 8 million. The budget was 9.2. The proposed budget 8.6. And marketing, we spent 1.6. The approved budget is 2.1. The proposed budget for the year 2027 is 2.1. Administration, 8.2 is the actual. The budget was 10.1. But then we are proposing 11.6. Then we have something called appropriations that covers the interest on member deposits, the dividends, the taxation, the honoraria, and the staff bonus. Interest on member deposits, we spent 9.2 for the year 2025. That was 4% and 10% on shares. The approved budget is 11.3. Proposed budget for the year 2027 is still 11.3. Dividends 3.9, 4.5 and 4.5. Taxation 604,000. The approved budget is 600,000. The proposed is 732,000. Then honorarius stroke bonuses. We spent 1.3, that will be presented by the auditor, 1.3 for the year 2025. And then the approved budget is 1.5, and then proposed budget 1.5. For those who could maybe ask why the interest on member deposits and dividends will not change, this is covered in case of any gradual change for the next year of the rates. This is covered here from the statistics that we have of the growth of deposits, the offsets, the withdrawals. It's covered here, plus the shares. Capital budget, computers and printers, 2 million. Equipment, 1 million. Furnitures, 2 million. Generators, 1 million. And that is the budget for the year 2026. And for the year 2027, we do not have any supplementary for the year 2026. So just requesting the members to approve the budget for the year 2027. And then I have additionals. Additional number 1 is you've heard that the circle changed the system from Quora to Microsoft Dynamics 365. Ni wangapi tuko na app ya Quora hadi sasa hivi? Ni wangapi tuko na app ya Quora hadi sasa hivi? Simu zetu sisi wote ziko na Bestrock Circle hapo. Sasa hivi ukienda kwa Play Store, don't dare Google Quora. You are using an app called Bestrock. Hata ndio usiende kutafuta pino sana, inaitwa Bestrock. That's a plus. Tulikuwa tunatumia app ya vendor. Ilikuwa inaitwa Quora. So many people asked us what is the relationship between Quora and Bestrock. And members suggested that the next time tukuwe na app inaitana na jina yetu. And now we have an app yenye inaitana na jina yetu. Makofi kwa our leaders. Thank you. So now once you go to Play Store, download app inaitwa Bestrock Circle. That is the app. We have still an USSD kwa wenye wana smartphones. It has changed from star 341 to the new USSD. So, when tumeangalia interest on loans, tumepata 49 million. But we are suggesting 71 million. From 49 to 71, that's a change of around 20 million. Where will that interest come from? Let me just answer the question before it comes. Because I know why from 49 to 71. This is the reason. We have so many products. I know members, you know business loans, mnajua top-ups, mnajua normal, mnajua emergency. But how many members know of a product called Okoa Siku, of a product called Sokolon, and of a product called Jikwamue? How many of us know those products? I know it's a very small percentage. Those are 3 products that give good value to this society. And today I want to market those 3 products. Daktari, you will allow me market today. So the 3 products are mobile loans. Si tunajua M-Shwari? Ni wangapi tunajua M-Shwari? Ni wangapi tunajua Jikwamue? Ni wangapi tunajua KCB M-Pesa? How many know Sokolos? You see? We are sitting on Bestrock's meeting, but we know KCB M-Pesa more than Bestrock. Do you agree with me? Mary Simon from Bestrock is addressing Bestrock members, but they know Safaricom M-Shwari more than Jikwamue and Mary Simon. Really? Ni wangapi tunatumia Fuliza? Mimi ni member wa Fuliza. Mimi hapo sikatai. Mimi I do Fuliza. Tuna Fuliza. Mnajua Bestrock iko na Fuliza? Mnajua? How many know that Bestrock has a Fuliza? 1. Hii group yote haijui kama Bestrock iko na Fuliza. Sasa hizi ukiingia kwa app yako, enda uangalie instant loans. Just now, instant loans. Once you apply for that instant loan, hautamaliza 3 minutes kama ijaingia kwa simu yako. Sasa ndugu zangu niwaulize, Safaricom iko na asset base ya pesa ngapi? Safaricom is talking of trillions. Yetu ni just 300 million. Na tutaki kuibuild. You are just promoting Safaricom yenye hata ukikosa kuipromote it is still wealthy. But now you are a member of our certain group called Bestrock. Leo nataka tukue na Fuliza yetu. I'm not talking ill against, I know there is data protection. I'm not trying to talk ill. Please don't misquote me. But I'm just trying to, I want us to understand the point. Tuko na KCB M-Pesa kwa simu. Wengi tuko na app. Tuko na Safaricom app. Tuko na app ingine inaitwa Cooperative Bank ama whatever apps or whatever. Lakini huyo mtu ni member wa Bestrock na ana app ya Bestrock na ni delegate. Amechaguliwa na general membership akuwe delegate. Yaani amerepresent na ana app. So, nataka by the time tutoke hapa. This board has approved the Okoa Siku. Itoke 5,000 to 10,000 from today. Can you just appreciate them? So if you can get what it was 5,000 before. That was the maximum. Repayable in 1 month. So it has been approved to be 10,000. The Sokolon, the maximum is 50,000. Jikwamwe was 70,000. Still our board has approved the Jikwamwe to run up to 100,000. Nabado, no, you are my friend, I think I can use it. Nikikupatia 100,000, lewe ni mwanabiashara. By the time month iishe, it will help you. Kuna member mwingine nikimpatia 20,000, by the time mwezi iishe, itakuwa imemsaidia kwa biashara yake. My dear members, why are we going to KCB? Why are we promoting Safaricom? Why are we promoting Absa when Bestrock Sacco is here? Thank you.
Daniel Oneza kwa kikamba kidheu yasia alama aidha indo nimeana alama aidha ng'ombe nimeana ni saingi maitu nitwa idhisie chowezi ng'ombe ne ngawa uwethio ng'ombe ni ngawa chao neki tiwo neki naona ng'ombe akunyeki na idhi ukame wa kundu kungi alame na ng'ombe ba tazi ni wanenga ng'ombe uwethio kano nyeki kano leu na wametwa kwa jirani kakamwe ni possible kote yazia ng'ombe no yeta wa Bestrock enewe leu enewe nyeki na ikame wa Bestrock. So let us appreciate Mary once again. That was good. So I want a proposer, nataka kuchukua proposer wa hiyo budget na seconder. Please staff msaidie kundistribute hiyo mic. Proposer and seconder. Unaweza enda peana hapo.
Yes, good morning. Yes, I'm member number 2842. Sila Munyao, I propose.
Seconder.
My name is Agnes Nzao, member number 18, I second.
Thank you. Now the budget is properly and fully adopted. Kwa hivyo kama kutakuwa na swali kwa hiyo budget, nimewambia tena muangalie agenda number 9, tutachukua hiyo maswali hapo kulingana na hiyo budget. Na allow me to say this, hapa tuko delegates kama tuseme kwa mfano 100. Kila delegate akichukua loan ya simu ya 100,000, how much is that? 100 times 100,000, 1 million, 10 million. That is per month. Per year, 120 million. That is enough income. Na auditor atakuwa naongea hiyo maswali hapa kutusaidia kumbuild hii sako yetu. Kwa hivyo ile kitu iko kwa other financial institutions out there, unaweza ipata kwa hii sako. Hata kama uko na loan moja, kujia ya pili, kujia ya tatu, kujia ya 4, kujia ya 5. Tunaelewana? Ndio sasa ikuwe members are fully empowered as the chairman has said. So ningetaka tuende kwa agenda number 5. Agenda number 5, which is a presentation and adoption of the audited financial statements for the year ended 31st December 2025 and the auditor's report thereof. And I would want to request the external auditor who is with us here today to come and present his report. Appreciate him as he comes.
Thank you, CEO, the chairman of the board, the chairman vice supervisory, minister of DCO, and the delegates for Bestrock Sacco. Good morning. Uliazeo. At least I know something. Yeah, from that other side, and we thank God that we are with you this morning. Tumletee hesabu. Hatutakaa, but I'll make it simple. So let's go to page number 2. Page number 2 of 25. So unaona pale supervisor iliishia hapo. Leo imeandikwa 2 of 20. Umeiona? Mumeipata pale ipo? Maybe we promise that next time we shall improve. Tutaandika na kalamu. Kuna delegate pale amesema yeye ni kidogo, miaka imeenda. So tutaandika 1 2 3 before we photocopy. Si ndio? Ile booklet moja, we will prove of that, we should not be worried. Tuko hapo? Tukiingia hapo tu, hiyo ni kwenda haraka. It's like just a few minutes. My name is David Bio. I'm the managing partner, Bio Mohe and Associates. So let's go through. And I'll be I don't have to read one figure by figure. I'll give you because the work of the auditors is to confirm that the accounts are okay, they are free from any material, and give you an assurity. That's the work of the auditor. Mostly to give you the delegates an assurity and the members that the accounts are properly kept. So, but before we do that, allow us to check on a few items. That page gives us the statistical information and on the ratio. And our ratios are okay. We don't have to read one by one, but I want to pick to the delegates where as the external auditor I feel that you need to improve a bit. One, there is a ratio, because there are quite a number of ratios, but there is a ratio that we picked that we need to bring to the delegates. The ratio is the saving over total assets. Saving over total assets. The requirement is 70 to 80%, you are at 62%. We will come back to that as an auditor how to improve it. I want just how to give you an advice as a ratio, and all the other ratio has been talked. I don't have to go through it, the one for non-earning, but it's not badly off, but it's good, because it's 5.2, and the requirement is 5, so we are within the range. I don't have to read one by ratio, because there's a page for the ratio. Let's go to the other page, page number 3. Imeandikwa 3 pale chini, eh? Again, I don't have to read item by item, but I give you what is called the results for the year 2025 that tell us that this year our surplus after we pay the interest on deposits was 12 million, and then we shall pay the dividend of 3.9, and at this juncture we want to, the proposal for the dividend is the board of directors recommend the payment of first and final dividend of 10% as it was last year, and also they recommend 4.5% of 2025 as it was last year. We'll see why we did not recommend, or why the account could not give us an increase on dividend. Not that we did not perform, actually the income was a bit higher than the last year, but there is what we call the retention. And also we did some capital expansion when it comes to the branches. You did a software. So as the auditor, also we are mindful of what we call the cash flow. So those are the recommendations that are there for those accounts, and that will be the proposal in the dividend. But later on, as I continue, we'll see how we arrive at it. Page number 4 of 2025, I don't have to read that one, but that's just a corporate governance statements. I don't have to read that one, but that's just to the last paragraph I can read. The circle has system and processes to ensure liquidity control, physical security of assets, and reporting of accurate, up-to-date information with comprehensive accounting system put in place. You hear the chairman saying that we have put a new system that's more robust, because again our circle is growing. We confirm to you and the delegates, one of the risks with technology, is what we call cybercrime. But we want to confirm to you, even as we go to those technology, we are guarded from such risks like cybercrime and those risks that go with that. We have a robust system. And lastly, as I say that, I confirm to you that your SACCO is going digitally. And I want to say this, as even I wind up that page from the auditor's perspective, is before we give you the figures, is that for the years to come, the years that we are going, if you are left with these forms, si mnajua tunajazaga form ukitaka loan. Hao watoto wadogo ukimwambia ajaze form, hata form hajui nini. Umeelewa vile nasema? Hajui form ni nini. Yeye anajua form ya simu. So tukibaki na hiyo, I think the SACCO, because of the way we are going. Because if tukikaa na ile form za zamani, tutaachwa peke yetu. Sisi na hawa wazee hivi tukijaza form. Lakini wale wadogo wanakuja hawajui mambo ya form. And I think that's the right way to go. Because we are calling it fintech. Fintech means financial technology. Finance and technology. Everything is going techno. So that's why we, as the auditors, we check that to make sure that, again, we are confirmed that. Page number 5. I read the last paragraph because, again, I don't have to read one by one. But this is just to confirm the board of directors of, in opinion, the financial statements give a true fair of the financial position of the society as at the 1st December. This is a statement from the board confirming that the accounts that are being given, they give a true position. They confirm, and they also make sure that to confirm that the SACCO is a going concern. By going concern, we mean it will be there in the next 12 months. Again, dear delegates, allow me not to read like I'm reading this is not a chairman's report. Just as the auditor to confirm before we give you. Page number 6 of 2025 of 2025. That's the auditor's report. We also express our opinion, and if you read the second paragraph, in our opinion, the financial statements give true and fair state of the financial affairs of the society as at the 1st December. And I think when I say that, you realize that's what we call unmodified opinion. When we checked all your accounts, we did not come any item that, or what we can say that they are misuse of funds, and the controls are there. However, we are putting, our key audit matter was really on the system. Because when you introduce a new system, there are always what we call the other assets. There are things that come with the new system. So we really checked on the system as the auditor, and we confirmed that the migration is okay. That page ran up to page number 7 and 8, and we we complete by page number 8. Please, tusisome hiyo page one by one, sindio? Let me give you an opinion. So the last page on that account, page number 8, we are saying, in our opinion, proper books of accounts are being kept by the society as far as they appear from its examination of those books. And we have signed that report on March of 14th, and the number is there. That's just to confirm. If you scan that code, it tells us. If you have a scanner, you can scan. Let's give you where, because there's again another requirement that the auditor report must have a summary. If you want to scan to confirm whoever has done those accounts, whether they are registered persons. The other controls that are coming every day, we have new controls that are coming. So you can scan. I don't know whether it goes to the photocopy to be able to scan, but it should be. So can we now go to the figures? Kama tumempea opinion, si vizuri tuangalie figures. Opinion tunaweza sema ni hesabu, lakini vizuri in next 5 minutes tuangalie figures tumalize. Page number 9 of 2025. You realize that our revenue moved from 47.3 million to 49.6 million. That's an increase of 2.3 million from last year. And the other interest income also went down absolutely a bit to 1 million. So our total income was 50.7 million before we give you the deposits. less interest income of 4.5%, whatever we propose today. Even if the rate is the same, we have to increase because of the increase in deposits. Last year we gave 8.5, this year we propose the same rate, but monetary value it will be 9.2. Once you raise that, you have 41 million, and then you add the other operating income, which also has gone down from 13.3 to 12.6. So you have a net income of 54.2 million before expenses. Our expenses are as follows. We have financial of 2.6. Those are bank charges, loaning, bank charges, M-Pesa charges, all those, 2.6. Administration is 7.6 from 7.3. Personnel is the one that has grown 14.2 to 18.1. Governance did not grow to 7 million, 7.1. Loan assets depreciation, the provision was 5 million, it went down to 4.9. That tells you that we are able to service our loans. Marketing was 1.4, now it is 10.75. That gives us a total of 41.5, and that gives us a surplus of 12.6 million, and the tax we shall pay is 604. That gives us a balance of 12 million, and then we shall come to the dividend from that 12 million. What is the comment of the auditor? I believe you may ask, how comes that the one, let me answer that question. How come does our income, like it is constant, and how comes that our personnel expenses are increasing? I think that will be a major question. Let me answer that, because I audited also. Did you, this year you open new branches, true or false? Is it true? Unaweza kuwa na wasema tulifungua branch, na mimi tunaona branch kwa kitabu. Na delegate waseme hakuona. Did you open new branches? Yes. So when we are doing expansion, some of the costs that we incur in the first years, we are able to recoup them after a few years to come. Tuko pamoja? Kama sasa ukifungua branch, you have to have a manager. True or false? You have to have a cashier. Hata wakikuja wawili lazima uwe na ama plus other employees. But again, the income, those expenses, you get the income after 1 or 2 years. Tuko pamoja? So that's why you see like the personnel we employ, but then it took us few years. That's why it increased. We are also hoping that our income will increase. Now going with the new branches and the technology, because the issue we had was the system. And since now our system is robust, our income will increase. Because more heavily you are relying on what we call manual processing of loan. But you see now, the digital, they go very fast. Umeelewa vile nasema? So we expect that our income will increase. So we check that and we want to confirm that. That's to give you an assurity. Can we go now to page number 10 of 2025? I'm almost through with the accounts. Those are our assets. Number 1, we confirm that we are liquid. We are liquid. We have 28 million there. So yeah. Kila mtu hata akitaka kuchukua pesa iko wapi? Iko. Si umesikia tumeipeleka wapi? CIC. Umesikia hivyo? Iko mingi mpaka tukaipeleka wapi? CIC. So you need to keep, because that money is not supposed to go to CIC. You are the one who is supposed to borrow. So receivable 5.4, net loans. I want to connect that with something that I want to bring to you this afternoon. Our loans before provision are 276. Umeona hivyo? Let's go there down. What is our deposit? 20. Well, let's go down kidogo. Si mnaona pale imeandikwa members deposit. Our deposit is 204. I'm moving too fast. We are in loans. We have loans? 276. Let's go to the other assets. Other asset is 5.4. Historical receivable, those are the balances that came from any year, 6.9. Then we have property, plant, and equipment. Those are 4.9. So our total asset is 327. So mnaona assets zetu zimegrow kutoka 299 to 327. So we are growing our assets. Our deposit moved from 190 to 204. I want to come back, because of that member, I'll come back there a bit, and let me finish with the balance sheet. Payment due to member, that's what we propose to pay you today, 16 million. And then we have trade payable there, and the proposed honorarium and staff bonus remains still 1.3. That gives us 224. Our share capital is 40 million. Sasa tunapelekana. And our reserve is 63 million. That gives us the total asset of 327. So our total asset is balanced. However, we want to bring an item to you that require the delegate to understand, and they need to do something as we go back. Can we go to where the deposits are? Underline the deposits. You gonna kitabu? Underline the deposits. Tulikupea karamu. Because that's the major, that's the auditors. That's the auditors' comment. It's only that one. So can we go there, because that will be the last point. I don't have to read the others. The others are the major. So last year it was 190. True or false? Right now it is 20. An increase of how much? 14? Yeah? An increase of how much? 14 million. 14? And then you mark the figure is 204. Can we go back there up? We check on the loans. Yeah? We underline loan. Because our business here, our main activity here, it is saving, that's why I've said, it is saving and credit. We don't have any other business. And I must insist that as an auditor, because that's our principal activity. Our principal activity, sisi hatuishi mashamba, sisi kazi yetu ni saving and credits. Can we go to the loans? The balances were 246. And now it is 270. An increase of how much? That. An increase of how much? That. So, if we must now start having a culture of making sure we save. Umeona vile nimesema? Because if the loan increased with 30, and then the deposit increased with 14, what will happen in the next 3 years to come? The loan are still increasing. Si tumeleta digital, and we are not saving. So the message that I want to bring to you this afternoon as I wait, we need to save. We need to save. Because as the board is doing what they are doing to mobilize, to bring the digital, the taking of the loan will be high. Tuko pamoja? So loan ikienda inaenda, and that's why you see, if you check in your account, that ratio ile nilikuwa nakwambia, the law requires that the ratio of deposit over top of the house should be allowed 70, but yenu iko 62. In this case it says then, can we interpret this account? If our loans are 276, our deposits are 204. So unaweza tuuliza, kama mmetupea 204, na sisi tumempea 276, tumetoa hiyo pesa ingine wapi? Tumetoa wapi? Are you getting? Are you getting? So we need to do what? You need to do what? Actually, if you don't save and the trend continue, then the loans will continue being high. They will overtake more. Then the question that the chair supervisor was saying, that we don't have an overdraft, we don't have a borrowing, we may be forced to go for a borrowing so that we can sustain the increase in loan. How do we avoid that? By and that is the message I want you get from the auditor. The auditor will be here for a maximum of 3 years, not more than 3 years. But even when the auditor is not there, remember that you must save. If you don't save, itaenda hivyo mseme mnataka mkopo. Because if you check to the account, and that's very good that we are taking the loan, but you also need to save. To save. Let's save, because our own portfolio is there higher than our save. Kile inatupea bahati ni kuwa kama sako we have reserved 63 million, hatumpei yote. So hiyo pesa tunabakisha huku, pia hatuiweki pahali, pia tunampea kama mkopo. Umeelewa sasa? So usiniulize hiyo pesa imetoka wapi, because the next question niko uniulize hii pesa tumetupea excess imetoka wapi. It's because we have been retaining. Sio umeona tumeretain some amount. That amount we also give it as a loan. And you realize now many circles what they are doing. And I went on. I wind up by saying this as an auditor. I may not encourage you to go and borrow and give loans. Use your money. Simeelewa vile nimesema? Because if you look to the market how the loans are, they are very high rate. Simeelewa? So I could want you save more, use the digital. I believe I saw that digital thing. You can be able to save that up. You can be able to save. Hata kama ni unafanya biashara, kila siku save 500. Sio pesa itakusaidia. So save. Encourage all the members to save. Open the outlet. Save. Because that's what will help us to have more liquidity on this circle. And that is the auditor's comment. Hata nikikataa kukusomea hii ingine yote, uende na hiyo kila siku na jambo ya hata sitasoma hiyo ingine sasa, because now page number 11 and 12 hiyo ni ya dividend, na nimekuambia it's 4.5 iko hapo, na honoraria iko hapo, that's staff bonus there. Tutamsema auditor hakusoma page number 11. Let's give us a dividend of 4.5 out of the surplus that we made. The staff honorarius, the staff remained the same as it was last year. We did not change. And then the last one is page number 12, the cash flow. Inatuambia tuko na 28 million. But the auditor, I'm worried of the 28 million. Mimi nikiona hiyo mmefungua digital, kukula hii 28 million na digital, ni wiki moja. Tuko pamoja? Situongee kweli. Sasa hizi mkifungulia simu zenu, kila mtu aanze kuchukua hapa tukiwa hapa. Sitaenda haraka. Are we together? So suppose all the members. So you must do what we have agreed you must save. Usione hii pesa ni mingi, save. And that's what minister calls are doing. Even if I lack something in Mwachana, the accounts are properly maintained. In our opinion, the accounts are properly maintained. They are good. We have given an assurance that the accounts are good, and we have expressed our willingness to continue serving you for another 1 year. This is our second year to serve you. We can serve you for 3 years, so we have requested that we can serve you for 1 remaining term, so that now we can call it a day. God bless you so much.
Tumuongeze makofi. Ningeuliza proposer. Mtu anisaidie kupeana mic, Karo. Kuna mkono hapa.
Yeah, I propose member number 36 Peter Molinguta.
Seconder.
Meshach Kamanzi, member number 2934. I second.
Now the auditor's report is properly adopted, and as you can see, upper lane number 9, you reserve the questions that you may have. Then we'll be answering those questions as you present them. Kwa hivyo ningetaka tuende kwa agenda number 6, which the auditor has already mentioned, but ningeuliza chair, maybe angalile report ya board pale kwa audited account ndio waweze kufanya declaration kwa members ndio ikuwe properly adopted. Chairman.
Yeah, thank you very much. We also thank our auditor for Moya for thorough report ambayo ametupatia, na kulingana na agenda number 6 we are disposing our surplus. Tungetaka members tuwapatie kakitu tuendo muna ingekaendokala tuamina ku audit tuwanie members maito ma recommend, and we can't just give before you tell us to give you tiwo yeah wananondo tuona masabu ni maito. There is some money that we are supposed to give as dividends, and also
like dividends again any chao.
Interest.
Yes. So nimekusienda. Do you need that money? Dakika kidogo ijayo usikie simu yako pige sauti pale na ukaangalia uone kuna ka credit imeingia. Ni kweli? Who is proposing that we give you this money? You have to accept. Yes. Next to Mama Safi. Yeah. Up.
Alex Mugoka, member number 3.
Wacha apatiwe Mike.
Yes, delegates ya mjambo. Yes, mimi na propose hiyo. Kwa jina ni Alex Mugoka, member number 3, proud of this.
Okay. Huyo anasema tuwapatie. Kuna mwingine anakubali. Seconder.
Member number 979, Wilberforce Bao, I second.
Wilberforce Bao, member number 979. Unasema tuwapatie? Tuwapatie. Okay. Kuna member anakataa tukiwapatia. Ainua mkono. Hakuna? How many members want us to give you this money? Because you deserve it. Thank you. I think that one is gone. Tumekubali na within a short time tutaangalia mwanze kusikia ile kasauti vile tunafanya all the years. Okay? Na niongeze tu kitu kidogo. Askari, unapinga hiyo? Naona unainua mkono pale chini. Just one point before we go to number 7. When we are giving you the dividends, now all this is because we have performed. Na kulingana vile bwana auditor amesema, we need collaboration between the membership and the management. Even but wanakata fadhali wasalon lipa hiyo pesa, because any money that is not paid impacts very negatively on our income. Chogo. Member not wanakuja yenda tu mwanenge Kenya. Na business tukatala business na members. Kala matatu hivi today. Tegela nende besionde with the one that dividend ya diolo by several thousands. So let's be very clear that tunachukua pesa na tunalipa. Kuna kapi. Kakeli tio mwe our account and yetu tunavyo police situ. Tuna digital platforms. Wala mwaita kwa pesa. Tabi members maitu ni moza pesa watu. Nikana tuende na kunguro oinika. Ni sawa. Azuangi mwemesi na mweze ene lakini kaselekane kenu na kaseleka katune wazone kwa kata. Nenglani lika kenu kaba. Wala sio take off from there.
Yes, let us appreciate the chairman. Alafu nitarudi pia kwake tena kwa agenda number 7 kwa appointment of the external auditor for the year 2026 as Mr. Auditor has just requested. Maybe the chairman can handle that, and also handle number 8 on the borrowing power, which is around 25.
Our auditor is Bwana Muhia. Huyo, hebu simama Muhia, labda kuna mtu anja kuona atakinete kabu. Lakini is well versed. Tuzweli, he has been with us for 4 years now. Now, if there's an auditor who has been very useful to this circle, and did not if there's anybody who has given us very good service, is that Mohia. Mohia Oya na komanya nake, is it Murata? We went to Muranga to benchmark there those many years ago. Na alikuwa employee pale, and he grew himself from there, and now he has his own farm where he does auditing. And is one of the big names that we have in this country. he has been auditing our books, and every time tukiwa na issue anatuambia mapema, anatuambia kulingana vile naona market trend, hii kitu mfanye hivi, hii mfanye hii, hii mfanye hii. As he has said, he has one more year to serve, and as the law says, you just serve 3 years na unatoka pale. Kwa nini? Ili maybe usiwe na interest na the board ama kwa watu wengine pale, uchanganye hesabu pale, watu waone kama ni mzuri, kumbe si mzuri. So hiyo wanapatoa clear 3 years na mtu anaenda zake. We have one more year to offer to this man. Tumumali tumusuke kana tumwena nande mwaka uzungu model. Aya, proposal na nduka propose no propose ye. Mano wewe na ngobia baya nane ngukamaiki. Na wewe mano ngeno nogeleke huko ha. Aye, this side. Yule. Tengera. Karo yule na kuna mwingine nimeona pale. Hebu nione kuona. Yes. Usiwe mano usiwe na sati usiwe next.
Asante sana delegate. Hamjambo. Majina ni Onesimus Mutua Mutinda. Member number 28. I propose.
Okay, good. Second time, just across. Manuzu na sati usu next. Bewa manuzu na sati, bewa usu, pe manu okile koko kumpe. Yes, sir.
My name is George Zoe, member number 509.
Second, thank you. Asuma second, tuongele mutumia mwakoma. Alamu walea no kulimoko. Ukwazendiko ndogozo. Do we unanimously appoint Mr. Moya to continue with his job for the year 2026? Yes. By show of hands, please. Thank you. Thank you. Bwana Moya, tumekumatea madet. Wananga ni bwana wako. Utaananga. Kikamba Kiswahili. Awe basi utaendelea na kazi nzuri. Thank you very much our delegates for appointing Bwana Moya for another 1 year. I'm sure ataendelea kutufanyia kazi vizuri. Number 7, tunaendelea very fast. Approval of the borrowing power. This one either mandatory, none of the government wants us on a record to have something written that we have. And this time, tunataka 25 million tujatumia hiyo because we have saved, and because of diligence that we are applying, we have money that we can give you. But on record, we should always put that we have approved this borrowing power. This time, 25 million. Do you still do the same? Do we do the same? Proposal, please. Borrowing power. Mano ya unawasati nzao kona dibaya. Atakuwa sekwa na nani nimuone?
Habari ya kushinda. Kwa majina naitwa Julius Mutinda, member number 1657. I propose.
Thank you. Somebody, Carol, just across the L, somewhere there.
Kwa majina naitwa Peter Gatua, member number 1334. I second.
Thank you. So that is now the borrowing power, 25 million for year 2026. 2026. It has to be on record. Yes, sir. Thank you. So far, so good. Now we are going to number 8. No, number 9. Number 9. Bwana CEO. Number 9.
Kuna information inakuja hii gari KCH 811 anaambiwa kuna gari nyingine inatoka kutoka pale. So kama wewe ndio mwenye hiyo gari, please iangalie. So sasa
before we go to agenda number 9, before we address those issues,
tuko na officers from the cooperative office na tungetaka wafanye their own introduction the way they did it, and then their apologies that they are supposed to give us, na maybe if there's any comment they want to make a comment on. Na mkiangalia vizuri, this time we don't have a guest speaker. Today we don't have a guest speaker. Why? Because this is a formative first ADM, na tungetaka kwanza tukanyanga mchanga, alafu from there now we shall have guest speakers who can come on board and help us as we move on. So tuko na officers from the cooperative office, na as they do that one, kuna officer anaitwa Bwana Francis Mutuku ambaye alikuwa na sisi for many years. He was very helpful to us. Alinipigia simu akaniambia you will not be able to join us because they have another assignment at Mwingi. He is not going to join us. He would have liked to be with us, lakini hakuweza. Kwa hivyo Bwana Dennis Mudhoka, Wakili Kilonsi is also giving his own apology, and also Kitemo Mwalimu has also called and akaandika kwa ile means zetu akasema he is not also available. Kwa hivyo Dennis, tafadhali very briefly ili tuende kwa hiyo agenda number 9.
Thank you. Good afternoon once more. I had already said my name. I'm Dennis Mudhoka. I work with the county government of Kitui in the Department of Cooperatives. We had come, two of us. Berita Mutemi is our auditor in the department. There are some societies which they don't have the capacity to audit us. So they are audited by the ministry. So we have auditors within our ministry, and we came with one of them to oversee today's activities. We have an apologies from our leaders. Last year, you saw we were all here. The minister was here, the CEO was here, the director was here. But this year, the CEO has had the invitation, but he has a meeting with the governor. He could not get the time to come. The director was also invited for this meeting. He is away to Naivasha for an assignment. He is also not around. The deputy director, who the chairman has already given his apology, is also away to Moda. He has an activity. So they all wanted to come, but because of the serious responsibilities that they have, they could not be able to come to be with us. But they sent us to come and represent them. So, do you receive their greetings? Yes. So I don't have much to say, only to say that we were with you here a week ago. We talked a lot as delegates. We talked about our responsibilities, what we are supposed to do as delegates, because this is our first annual delegates meeting. We have shifted from the AGM where we were inviting all the members. So this is our first annual delegates meeting, and you are the pioneers of this governance system. So you should be proud of you. You should make it work, and you should make it succeed. And the members should see the results of going to this delegate system by improved service delivery, improved dividends and interest on deposits, everything that concerns this circle. They should see that the delegate system was the best way for us to go. As members of the society, I know there are other societies which are also coming into our area, and we should safeguard our society. They might come with very sweet talking issues, but always, you know, there are regulations everywhere. So sometimes you can be told things which are really not true, and then you end up joining those societies. So my take is that we safeguard what we have. This is our own. This is homegrown. We buy our own. So let us get our own, let us grow our own cooperative societies are about numbers. They are about numbers. And that is why we are talking about recruitment. That is why we are talking about recruitment. And even currently with the government, they are not registering new circles for now. And the minister is encouraging even the small circles, they should merge together. Because there are no economies of scale when you are small. So we should expand, we should grow, we should even go to other surrounding areas, markets. So let us recruit, let us not be distracted to going to other strange entities which are coming into our areas. Let us get what is ours. Let us patronize what is ours, what we have grown from the scratch. We have known where Bestrock has come from. So let us grow with it. And I know we shall be in a better position. As the national government, there are also regulations. We have bills in the parliament. We have the Cooperative Societies Act bill, which is in parliament. We also have the Sacco Societies Act, which is also in parliament. They are being reviewed so that they can be able to improve the efficiency of governance. It is just because of you. The review of those laws, they are just to ensure that the members' interests are safeguarded. So whatever will come out from those regulations, from those reviews, let us be there to take them. And we said we are the ones, as members, we are the ones who will be communicating to members about policy matters. So when those bills will go through and they become acts of parliament, we will be now using them. They will come with these changes. So let us be ready even to adapt to those changes when they come. So I don't have much to say because we have been interacting with you as delegates. We came around, we gave you education, and also we had a meeting with you a week ago. So I don't have much to say, only to wish you a successful day as we deliberated your issues as members. Thank you very much.
I'm just appreciating. I'm happy that you made it very brief, and as we said, tunataka tumalize ili tupumkane tuende kwa mambo mengine. We are now on agenda number 9, whereby we are now inviting questions and comments, and very brief comments on agenda number 2. That was the chairman's report. Tukimaliza na hiyo ndio tutaenda kwa ile nyingine. Ukiuliza swali hatutakujibu straight, nitaial board member, our auditor pale ama the cooperative office aandike mahali, ili sasa kutoka pale sasa tutajibu in tranches. Ya kwanza tuseme kama 3 because it saves time. Some mundo noto makuwe kuli wa kulwa lili kana kaindo wewe mwaka modelu anakago koko kila no kondo kukata. So we would like to limit this one by umeuliza swali, mwingine ameuliza, maybe in the course of answering those questions no so ungewe wanadhani ndio quality yake. Kiteme mwalimu karibu kwa na wao na kiteme. So nitaenda kwa agenda number 2. Karo uwe tayari kwa kuna mtu akona swali on agenda number 2, the chairman's report. Na tukimaliza hiyo hatutarudi pale pole huko chini. Tukimaliza moja, please usiulize swali hata kwa maybe unione nje and on another person akupatie clarification. Agenda number 2. Any question? Ungekuwa tayari record somewhere. Agenda number 2. Silence means chairman's report. Yes, kuna identify yourself. Agenda number 2.
Member number 3023. My concern is on surplus trade.
Surplus.
That is 8, Chairman.
Surplus, surplus, yes, number?
Yeah, I'm still concerned about how our surplus went down from the year 2023 to 2025. Perhaps we, because as it shows, it means the year 2026, we may actually end up in the direction we are seeing there. So we need really, and also to know what the management is doing to stop that trade.
Thank you, asante. Why ukiangalia surplus kwa ile list nilikuambia, and I was very particular on that one, ili drop kutoka juu ikaenda chini, and I purposely wanted to bring that one to you members muone, because kama singewaambia amungeuliza ni kweli, but then we want you to look at it. Moja, can you look at it? Can you answer that one? Good. If you can't, tuambie. Utafanya. Oh, yeah, okay. Sawa, hiyo tumeelewana hiyo. Chairman speech again, somebody else? Yes. Tuna hilo swali na kuna ingine moja. Hiyo tatu itatosha. Yes.
Kwa majina naitwa Julius Mutinda, member number 1657. Swali langu ama my concern iko kwa challenging facing the society.
Challenges.
Yes. Kwa mfano, tumesikia kuna defaulters wa loan. Wakati kuna defaulters wa loan, inamaanisha tukiendelea na those defaulters kutakuwa na shida kubwa. Maybe nikiuliza hapo kwa defaulters, kuna uwezekano ya kwamba kwa sababu ya new products nyingi ndio sababu kuu ya members kudefault loans. Kwa mfano, nichukue loan, business loan, niende inua siku, niende hizi zingine zote hizo products. By the end of the day nitakuwa nimebeba sana. Tutaangalia sako iko na mipango gani ya kuangalia kila member anaweza pewa loan ambayo anaweza lipa. Asante.
Thank you. Hiyo sio naweza kujibu. Sio. Okay, kuna mtu mwingine familia. Nimesema hao watatu.
I'm James Ganga, member number 3524. My issue is to do with, like last year we had the AGM last year. And normally we do have some kind of token we are given. I don't know the number of members who attend those meetings, maybe the management knows. But according to me, it means it should have a positive impact. Because like now, if we give about 3 or 2 million during that AGM, I have not seen whether it is captured in our proposed budget, a projection the next year, because this should be seen to be captured somewhere, that it will impact positively, because it means when that money will not be spent, it means that utakuwa na pesa to save. So I think somewhere it should be seen katika projections the next year, your savings na mahali itaonekana. Thank you.
Mary, can you look at that? Mary? Umesikia? Thank you. Ningetaka one more question for number 2 na tumalizia. One more. Yes.
Okay. Measure number 2934. That is member number 2934. I have a question on number 8. SACCO overall performance. Paragraph 2, investment, we are shown that investment improved from 4.5 million to 12.3 million. But my question is, I don't know the kind of investment we have with Sasako that shows the increment.
CEO. Okay, thank you. Haya, basi hiyo ilikuwa agenda, ilikuwa namba 2. Ningetaka tujibu hayo maswali sasa. Ningetaka tuanze na hii ya tax person Mutinda. Is it Mutinda? Hiyo tulipatia auditor. External auditor, yes.
And I think that's a very good question from the member who have asked, because it's an issue of concern. Because going by that graph, is that we were going up, then we became, we call them trade analysis. It was a graph, eh? So it still looks like now in the year 2024, we have gone down on surplus. And again, I want first to define what is a surplus. Let's start from there. What is a surplus? A surplus comes, inakujaga badala ukiangalia kwa hesabu, surplus normally comes after we have less the interest on deposits. Tuko pamoja? In our surplus, this case, because there are two surplus. The surplus that is indicated here is after we have paid interest on deposits. So if you pay higher interest on deposits, surplus itaonyesha ikiwa nini? Kidogo. That's number 1. Number 2, something else that determines the surplus is the regulator, because of the retention ratio, and that's why you realize that in the past those years, because we wanted to meet our ratio, it was a request of the regulator to retain more. Umeelewa vile tunasema? So that year the regulator was telling us to retain more. So we had to retain more. So in other words, you don't get an organization with a surplus. Because the surplus in this case is not the net profit. It's not the profit. This is sometimes guided by so many factors. Whatever we retain is guided, 1, by the dividend, the interest on deposit we pay. Number 2, it is guided by, again, by the regulator. So by that time, why were we retaining more? Because we must now start from there. Why were we retaining more? It's because we wanted to meet some ratios. Kuna ratio tulikuwa tunataka kunini. So actually that's why we were retaining more. That's why in those years our surplus went high. Now because we met the ratio, we are not retaining more. However, why do you think that the surplus then has come down? Is one, I will answer one, is that was a part. Because of that part. The second one is, even if you pay the same thing that we pay you as members deposit, the same rate, tutawalipa na 4.5. But you realize the amount that we are paying you have increased. Ukienda pale ukiangalia pale tunasema deposit, money paid to the deposit. Last year it was 8 point something. This year it is 9 point something. But the rate is the same because our deposits are increasing. That again affects the surplus. The other thing that affects the surplus is the tax. That could affect the tax surplus. In our case, I will say the last one I've checked in the account and it was in the management letter. I've checked from where I stand is that because again we did an expansion. And I remember I explained to you, our expenses that year were higher than the other year. Tumeelewana? Tunakumbuka tulifanya expansion kidogo. So when expenses are higher, the surplus inaenda nini? Chini. So can we check the trend? So the most important is I give you the assurity. I want to give you the assurity. Unajua nitakuwa hapa sasa mmenipea kazi. Coming year utaona mambo ikiwa tofauti. Kuna kitu niliangalia kwa kauzeni. Utaona mambo ikiwa tofauti. Because of that thing that you are calling a digital. Digital. So you see our surplus are going high, but from today, I want we change our mind. Let's not gauge the organization of the surplus. Let's gauge our organization on the turnover, na loans, na deposit. Remember vile nimesema? Turnover, expenses, not the surplus. Because sometimes regulator anatuambia tubakishe pesa mingi. Sasa lazima tubakishe. Remember vile nimesema? So ukibakisha mingi hiyo itaonekana kama So muwe mnaangalia turnover, loans, deposits.
Kuna swali imeulizwa na bwana Julius Mutinda. Ameuliza kuhusu performance ya loans and especially the new products zenye tumeleta, na I must thank him sababu ndio ni ukweli wakati new products zinakuja na risk. So wakati tunasema jikwamue 100,000, wakati tunasema digital loans pia kuna hiyo element ya risk. What is it that we are doing to address that? Hiyo ndio swali aliuliza, na sana sana defaulters. Na nitawaambia hivi kwamba kwa upande wa defaulters kuna measures ambayo tumechukua. Kitu ya kwanza tumeimprove kwa upande wa appraisal. Appraisal ni assessment. Before upatiwe loan lazima ukuwe assessed based on two things. Number one, your character. Number two, ability ya wewe kulipa ama biashara yako kulipa. That's why unaona watu wanakuja kwa biashara yako. Of late tumeona pia hiyo iko na challenge. There are new members that are coming, na before tukupatie loan tungetaka pia kujua unatoka sehemu gani. I know I'm addressing credit risk management, na hiyo imetusaidia. Kwa upande wa security, mbele tulikuwa tunachukua guarantors peke yake. Umechukua mwenzako, amechukua loan, amekugarantii. Sasa ile imenishangaza na lazima niseme hii kwa delegates ni kwamba wakati umegarantii mtu loan anakosa kulipa, kisheria, and the lawyer is here, inakuwa jukumu la nani? Guarantors. Alafu guarantor akisema mimi sitalipia huyu mtu loan, sako nyinyi kama sako mmefanya nini? Na maybe the chairman will give the lawyer the opportunity to answer that. What measures, especially kama umegarantii mtu loan na huyo mtu amekataa kulipa, wakati tunaenda kwa guarantors tunaweza endea mali yake. Maybe the lawyer is going to help us to address that. So wakati unaguarantee mtu loan, uelewe kwamba if this member does not pay, you do what? Na hiyo ndio message yenye mtapatia even the other members out there. Jambo la pili on defaulters. Tumefanya hivi wakati tunakupatia loan, kwa mfano title deed, tuna make sure ile title deed imefanyiwa search kwa Ministry of Lands. Jambo la pili tunafanya, inafanyiwa kitu inaitwa valuation. Tunajua ile value ya hiyo land ni pesa ngapi. Then kama sako kwa upande wa valuation kuna report mbili. Kuna moja inaitwa market value na kuna nyingine inaitwa forced value. Sisi tunachukua 80% ya forced value, not the market value. 70% of the forced value ndio tunapay kwa loan. Kwa hivyo hiyo value ya land tunachukua, alafu tunapatia our lawyers, wanafuata na mambo ya to make sure that it is perfected. Kusema kwamba was that title deed Jesu tomorrow kwa ministry ukethe itana zito ya sako na borrower with the ndo change. So that's another measure tumechukua. Kwa upande wa ngari, ile measure tumechukua kwa upande wa ngari, tuna make sure valuation inafanywa, na ikifanywa we do the transfers, na lazima gari yako ikuwe na comprehensive insurance, and then we monitor au hiyo gari itakuwa ina change kulingana na wakati wa expiry ya nini ya insurance. So hiyo ni jambo ambalo hatuko tunafanya na tunafanya. Jambo la mwisho kwa upande wa defaulters, kuna kesi ziko kotini na maybe the chairman will comment about this. Kuna kesi ziko kotini za defaulters na tuko na around the worst case scenario kuanzia hii sako ianzishwe, and those are the cases umeona hapa zinatuletea issues, zinakula nini, zinakula our income in terms of the loan provisions. So those cases are there, and we are told that some cases are almost to be concluded. Kwa hivyo pia hizo cases tuko na around, the maximum is around 20 cases zenye tuko nazo kwa cooperative tribunal, na wengine wamelipa. There are other members that have come, wameanza kulipa. And then also finally tuko na some debt collectors ambao wanatusaidia kwa collection ya loans. So wakati unaona sasa wanakuja kwako ku make sure wanafuata loans, don't be offended. Just know that wana make sure kwamba vitabu zetu zinakaa vizuri, as the auditor has said. And very lastly is hii issue ingine ya defaulters ama ya member kuchukua loan kama 2-3. Kuna members wako na loan 4 ama 5 na wanalipa. So as I said, we give our loans based on ability to pay. If the member has the ability to pay, to service 3 loans, tutampatia. However, if he doesn't have or she doesn't have that ability, hautaweza kupeana ile loan because tunaangalia mpaka CRB na mambo kama hayo. Na ningeta Mary a comment about hii swali imeulizwa na James kuhusu the survey tumefanya kupitia kwa NGM. Last year now tuko na delegates. Last year tulikuwa na 1 million people, 1,000 people. Sasa tuko watu 100. So can you answer him please?
So Bwana Mungu, AGM and ADM lies on governance expenses. AGM ni mkutano ya chairman, ameita members ama delegates, so it lies on governance expenses. And if we go to the budget part ya expenses, specifically governance, we spent 8.01 in the year 2025. The approved budget for the 2026 is 9.2. Remember, this budget was last year. Hii budget iliapproviwa kama tuko na AGM 9.2, lakini ukiangalia 2027 it has dropped to 8.6. That answers your question. Sababu AGM expenses have gone down because of the introduction of ADM. Thank you.
Thank you kwa hayo. I will not give our lawyer time to give some answer on that one, but wacha niseme hivi. Now that we are handling a smaller group than we were handling when we had the AGM. Siku ile tulikuwa tumekutana kwanza last week, tulisema we will now be able to engage our members one by one. Tutakuwa tunaanza kuwafunza, kuwasomesha, kuwapeleka for benchmarking, so that now you become more conversant with the operations of the SACCO. So in due course, you will be able now to understand some of the nitty-gritty issues to do with the operations. Kwa hivyo, that's a time when I will give our lawyer time to overtake the legal part of everything that we are doing as a SACCO. But the way Mwalimu Kiteme has been one of our lawyers, the people that we took to the tribunal is the same person who is handling them. We also have Kelonzi, who is also doing a bit of what we are doing. It has been a challenge, but I'm telling you and I'm assuring you that we are going to recover your money. So, this time, tukianza kuzungumza sana, it has stretched up to almost saa 10, but tunataka tuwe tumemaliza. But service to say, item number 2 from the chairman's speech, tuifike hapo. If there's anything else, we shall answer as we move on. Let's go to number 3, number 4, number 5. Any question? Any question, please? On number 3, is it? Number 3. Huh?
My question has not been answered.
You are Julius Mutinda? Okay, let me see you answer your question.
Yeah, sorry for that Mesha. Alikuwa ameuliza swali ya investments zenye tuko nazo. Na hiyo ni swali nzuri. Ile investment tuko nayo, ile auditor alisema our principal activity ni savings and credits. But wakati tuko na excess liquidity, tumepeleka some funds kule CIC na tumeweza kupata good returns over the years. But until last year the performance in the money market haikuwa nzuri sana. So that's why tumeintroduce easy product so that pesa itoke kule kwa money market irudi tena kwa investment ya members. So going forward, kwa hizi mambo za investment vile chairman amesema, we will be educating our members on other options for investment yenye tuko nazo kwa our investment policy, because we have a policy yenye lazima tu implement. Na jambo la mwisho ni kwamba wakati nimeongea maneno ya garandas, haimaanishi kwamba ukipewa loan kwa sako lazima ukuwe na garanda. Kama uko na title deed ama uko na any other form of security, unaweza chukua loan kivyako. So thank you very much.
Okay, asante. On top of that, let's also remember that we had also our money with Cusco, close to 5 million? Yes. Or close to 5 million, and we are actually amortizing that money because that is what the government proposed. We started last year. We started now amortizing. That is now writing off that money, pole. But of late, umesikia Cusco is almost like reviving, yeah? Like that phoenix. When they come up again, they will still pay our money that we had invested in them. So these are some of the things that are coming up to you, and mnaanza kuzielewa kabisa because you are members of the delegate, that you are a delegate, and a delegate should know as much as possible about the SACCO. So I'm happy, at least questions that we are asking this time, you're very, very focused, and I like that. Sawa? Okay. Nafikiri tumemaliza hapo. Twende number 3. Number 3. Ikiwa kuna swali number 3, twende number 4. Okay, number 5. Number 5. Number 6. Number 6. Number 6, yeah? Yeah? Wacha upate kipaza sauti ili tuambie.
Hello. I have a question on supervisory report. Are we there? Or we are past there?
Number what? Number 3.
Yes, number 3. Finances.
Oh. We would not like to go back like that on and off, but then I'll give you that option.
Can I go to number?
I'll give you that option.
Can I go to number 5 on the supervisory report?
Si una kipaza sauti, si uendelee.
Okay. My question is under this report, point number 3. We are saying that cooperative violated the key non-compliances because of the cooperative societies maybe try to do things the way banks do. I'm wondering whether we are affected by that or not.
Can you ask the question again, please?
Yes, I'm saying here, you are saying the year under review, it was noticed that there were a number of non-compliances because of the cooperative societies doing things the way banks do. Are we affected by that?
Okay.
And to add on that, going together with that, the CEO talked about valuation report of forced sale. And you said we are taking 70% of the value of the land we are giving. This is exactly what banks are doing, or that is what banks do. So what is the difference between ourselves and the banks? I thought we are supposed to be helping our members if we are doing things the way banks are doing.
Oh, okay. Those are good questions. But members, one thing before the CEO reacts on that one. Thank you. Remember, what I am seeing now is a question of member education. Equally. Because some of the things that we are doing are operational, and we will need our members to know exactly how we are operating. Number two, we are not operating outside the normal financial norms. We have also to be the same people who are borrowing from the bank, and the same people who are going to Puliza, and the same people who are going to SACCO. And we must have rules and regulations everywhere, because you can't just operate in a vacuum. But there's a difference between a bank and a cooperative society. One, a cooperative society belongs to the members, is their property, and they have bylaws guiding them. All right? So I think I would not like to stretch much, because I've already given the CEO to answer that one very briefly. We will need a lot of education, I'm seeing that. And we are only starting. Now the other day, tunamoye mutu wa kubosi yenu sawa mwingi. Nunuzuo ne delegates meeting. Sinduimwe tuweke another CA there. But before the end of June, July, because we are coming to sit down and look at what our members really need. And more so, we are going now to give you that kind of education. We are better than what we are today. So,
yeah, very briefly, and those are good questions, but I will not be able to answer them in an exhaustive manner. We'll be meeting those questions more in the education, but allow me to say this. Why are we talking about the issue of the land valuation? Is because kuna member anakuja anatuambia mimi niko na title deed yangu, I guarantee someone a loan na hakulipa na savings zangu zikachukuliwa. Kwa hivyo member anakuambia mimi sitaki member anisainie loan, maana mimi mwenyewe nitakuja kumsainia. So in that instance unapata kwamba member anakuambia niko na my own title deed. Now the requirements kulingana na credit policy yetu inasema kwamba kama member atawaletea title deed, you make sure that hiyo process inafuatwa, na pia our regulator who is SASRA is demanding that wakati tunapeana loan yoyote na security yake ikuwe ni title deed, lazima ile title deed ifanye nini? Ikuwe valued na ikuwe already binding, kulingana ikuwe perfected, fully perfected. So initially SACCO hazikuwa zinatumia mambo ya title deeds na magari kama securities, but look at one of the amendments that is going to be there in the SACCO Act, and that's the regulator who is advising us and advising SACCOs that there is no harm in someone giving you their own title deed or their own logbook. So in terms of helping our members, we are still continuing helping our members kulingana na policy. Member akuja achukue loan, kama kuna wenzake wanaweza mguarantee loan, well and good. But in the event that a member doesn't have, na umempatia loan na security yake ni title deed, na hilo title deed aende a change, isn't that not a loan to the SACCO? Hawa delegate mnasema namna gani? Umenipatia loan na title deed leo, na hiyo title deed nimeenda nimechange kesho, sitakuwa ni loss? Itakuwa ni loss. Kwa hivyo na zile loans zinachukuliwa hizo, tunaenda kwa those direction, ni loan zile kubwa. Tuseme kwa mfano kuna member anaweza chukua loan ya 10 million. 10 million, how many guarantors atakuja kupata? Ni wangapi? Si atajaza karatasi na ingine, lakini apate kama kuna title deed na iko worthy that amount of money, anaweza fanya nini? Anaweza tumia hiyo title deed. Lakini kama member anataka pesa yenye anaweza pata guarantors, akileta atasaidika. So, and lastly, allow me to say this. We are not a bank. We are a SACCO. And our SACCO basically is savings and credit. Lakini kumbuka wakati title deed imeletwa ama logbook imeletwa na member anakuambia this is my security. I need money against my property. So what are we supposed to do as a SACCO? We follow the due process, and the auditors are here, they're the ones that are auditing us. So any matter, is there a loan, and that's the last point that I'm making, is there a loan, yeah, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, iko guaranteed na guarantors? Yes, it is there. It is there. So it depends on member akona security aina gani. Kwa mfano, mkiwa watu waine na mkutane nyinyi wenyewe na mpeane hiyo loan na security ikuwe ni guarantors, we still give you that money. But it also allow members to use other form of security, which is also acceptable. Thank you very much. Any other question? Let's hand over education, please.
Thank you. And on top of that, when we are transacting business, naambiwa we should behave like a normal businessman. Bestrock Sacco is also a normal businessman. Normal businessman. You are also making money, and you are wale ambao wameengesha pesa kwako, they demand dividends at the end of the year, they demand returns, so we have also to be very careful. We have to balance the act, and of course SASRA, who is our regulator, is also looking at that. That's why we will call upon you. Some of you are experts in different areas, or to formulate a few things that can make us move ahead. It's no longer business as usual. We have some strict rules and regulations. Like last week, tulipata barua from SASRA ambayo iko na mambo mengi sana magumu. So as we move on, tutaendelea kukasa mkazo, but for the better of this circle, because we are not alone. Sawa. Thank you. Number 6 now. Number 6. Na please msiturudishe nyuma, nataka tuende haraka tumalize, but not before we have handled everything well. Number 6. Okay. Sioni kama kuna mtu anataka number 6. Number 10. Number 10 bado. Huh? Okay. Right. So I think that far now. Before, okay. Which one?
Habari za kushinda. Kwa majina ni Richard Kitonga. Niko na swali na niko na concern kidogo. Although sijui iko kwa agenda namba ngapi, ni kuhusu mambo na dividends na hizi vitu tunapata kwa mwaka umeisha, vitu kama hizo. I've had the circle is growing, most of the areas like membership na nini. But upande wa chenye tutapata, that is dividends, it's the same as the last year. So I'm worried what is happening. Is it like are we not giving our monthly or whatever we are giving, like deposit? Because kila mtu hapa tukitoka hapa tutaanza tena tu kupeana deposits, si ndio? Savings na shares tuta top up. Then it comes next year tupate like the same dividends, like shares ni imeenda na shares ni kama 14%, ni 10%, then savings ni 4 point something. So I'm concerned about kwa nini isongi. na sisi tunalipa tuna say. That is my concern.
Okay.
Richard Kitomba Ngabovi, member number 458.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think that's a good question. And before the external auditor makes a comment on that one, sometimes back, tunaiwasa kumbinge wakitangaza even up to 20% return to the members. And you know what was happening? They were going to a bank, they borrow, they come to pay you, and you think you have been paid a lot of money, na siuka kwe wano ile pesa again. No, behind scenes, wanafanya kaupara kidogo, and you don't know. But now this time, now I see a trend to you. Meetings, elama na meeting in January, ADM kana AGM, they never met in January because they had to revise several things. No, the regulator is looking at that one. And where you were saying, there's no borrowing money to come to give dividends because you are cheating members. We didn't want to do that. We want you to get what you deserve because our books are showing just that. Number two, as a growing circle, which has started from very far, which is expanding to other areas, we are also doing some expenses here and there. And we are now still planting as we are moving. Or tomorrow, either better than today. The one who loves last, loves longest. Just wait.
Thank you. That's a very good concern from the member. I will attribute that to one item from the audited accounts. Number one, these accounts we have a regulator who check on the retained earning. However, what has really affected us, like now, there was 0. Like now the dividend was supposed to be 5%, the interest on deposits. But now we have set aside 1 million. If you do 1% of our deposits, comes to around 2 million because we have a deposit of 200 million. So if you do 1%, if you want to increase 1% to your deposits, tumpatie kama sasa iko 4.5, tumpatie na 5.5, we require 2 million. Tumepelekana? So there's a huge amount of money. We increase more kama kadogo hivyo tu, the huge. If you increase with 0.5, is 1 million. So what had happened, like now, we had some money in Cusco. The law is, when a certain organization goes under, you must provide. Waze kutoa hiyo pesa kwa vitabu yako. Like now, in our audited account, we have provided 1 million. Hiyo pesa ilikuwa iende wapi? Sasa sio ya loan, tuweke ya loan card. Ile tulikuwa tumeweka kwa Cusco. Si Cusco kuna vile kulitendeka. So in that one, now like in this year, last year we had provided 500. Hii mwaka tumeweka so hiyo 1 million ilikuwa irudi kwa nani? Kwenu. So the rate could have been 5%. So the rate is going up. That's what I want to do. But then there is what we call external factor. Kama hiyo ya Cusco is an external factor we did not expect. And we hope, because hatukuwa na pesa mingi, within no time we'll be able to overcome that. That's one of the major reasons. Because we see how dividend was, ilikuwa inakuwa pop. Dividend no interest on deposit haikuwagi haraka sana, inaendaga pole pole. Kama sasa tulikuwa tunataka iongezeke na 0.5, iende 5, lakini haikeenda. Because hiyo pesa nayo lazima tukiweka aside yaku. Umeelewa? Sasa I think you have gotten. That I can give you now I've done it from the part of financials. We set aside 1 million in order to reduce the money we have set in Cusco. So maybe you ask me, itarudi aje? Cusco ikitulipa, itarudi kama income. And this is a law, according to the International Financial Reporting Standard, FRS 9, that require, if a company has gone down, na wewe uko na pesa, uweze kuitoa kidogo kidogo. So hiyo pesa yetu next year tutaitoa miaka gapi? You see like 3-4 years, tutakuwa tunaitoa. You maybe Cusco may come back. And that's the whole reason.
Thank you very much. I think mpaka hapo sasa, I feel we are exhausted, whatever now we had ahead of us. But then I want to make 2 comments before I hand over for the next session, number 10 and number 11. One, we have talked about our system. System yetu Kwara ileta mashida sana last year in February, na ikawa lazima tuhame twende kwa another system, and now we have PinoServe which is up and running. Some of the activities we could not transact, we are now going to start them. This one is a very good and dynamic system, so hatutakuwa na shida. Mwaka huu kila mtu sasa nafikiri you can still log into that system, na chochote ambacho unataka kufanya ungefanya kwa hiyo. So I think it's up and running. Ile ya pili, as I said, we are going to train our delegates. Tutaanza polepole because our budget ile tu umeona ile tumepitisha si kubwa. When we are training, we are coming for education days, we are also going to set aside some days na tuite some of our good people like Wanamuya there. If it's anything illegal, tuite some of the lawyers, and we also have those people in the corporate world who have knowledge on several issues like governance. Tuje tuketi for about 2-3 hours, tuonyeshe our members what is happening and our relationship with the banks, our relationship with the other cooperatives about tuko nazo, so that we become wiser and better. So those are some of the things that are going to happen. Ile ingine ni our operations like Asako, tuko na the branches that we have opened, and we have put workers there and everything. We have a branch in Matu, which is under Mwinge. We also have another one at Mutomo. Those delegates who come from Mutomo, we want, as we come to Mutomo, what waanze kuona now in action. Waanze kutusaidia, as you also help our members of the staff who are there. Those who are from Matu, you also do the same. Those who are from Mwingi, you also do the same. To make sure that tumepata watu kutoka Mutua Ngombe, they are still here. Watu kutoka almost Chuso, they are still here. Tumepata watu kutoka Kanyangi, and those far off areas is our reach that we are spreading, so that any place where we want some action, we have somebody who can give us a report. So you are our ambassadors, as we said last time, and in a meeting like this one, when we are having this delegates meeting, is where now we compare notes, where now we come up with these new strategies, but this be the beginning now of a long journey. We want each one of us to feel part and parcel of this one. If anything is good, please tell other people. If anything needs a bit of tuning up, please bring it to us. Hiyo ni in-house, tutaifanya pamoja na tutaiboresha. Usione watu wengine pale wakiwa better than us na waanze kusema, I thought we were as good as these people. How did they get there? Let's get the systems, let's start working na tuone vile tuanza kuingia kule. So the board is prepared to work with you. The board is prepared to go step by step with our delegates. Our staff, tumeweka staff everywhere. They are under the CEO. Kuna sheria ambazo zinatuongoza. Me as a member of the management board, hatuwezi kuingilia ile kazi ya CEO. Iko na kazi yake, na CEO hawezi kuingilia ile kazi yangu. Na ninyi kama representatives who are the rest of the members, please, you also have your own responsibilities. And this one is to make Bestrock Sacco a better place to be. And we hope this far we are not wrong, we are on the right track. So nataka nifike hapo, alafu niite bwana honorary secretary atusomea number 10, which is the previous minutes. Tuone hiyo iko namna gani before we go to elections. When we come to elections, nitaita the cooperative officer ili atuambie what that actually means, because our board inamaliza 3 years and then they are due for re-election. Sasa mmeingia nyote this time, mutakaa for 3 years alafu tumwapeleke nje tena nyote, ama tutafanya in succession kidogo kidogo namna hii. Hiyo itakuja on agenda number 11. We are handling agenda number 10.
Good afternoon. You will allow me ni peruse hii document sababu tumekuwa nayo kutoka asubuhi ya mwisho tumesoma, and these are previous minutes for last year. Kwa hivyo I will not read word by word, kuna zingine nitaruka. That is okay? Because of interest of time. Umeniruhusu ama nisome yote? And these are the minutes of annual general meeting held on 28th February 2025 at Kitui Multipurpose Development Institute. Present, they are listed there. Hiyo sitasoma. So, agenda, hiyo sitasoma. Dr. Julius Kisinga, the MC, called the meeting to order at 10:35 a.m. and invited Bishop Jackson, member number 3569, to grace the occasion with a prayer, who also gave a message about integrity. The MC took the opportunity to welcome and recognize members as per their zones. It's listed there. I will not read the introductions. I'll go straight to minute 1, that the MC invited the secretary, who is myself, to read the notice to the general membership. And the notice was proposed by Benjamin Masila, member number 4, and Duncan Singe, member number 37, for adoption. Minute 2, Chairman's report. The Chairman's report, I picked some excerpts, but it is still a long one. Si mumesoma hiyo? Si mumesoma? Then I will go to minute number 3. That is hundreds by the chief guest. That one I will read. The chairman invited Mr. Musomba Sami, Director Cooperatives, Kitui County, to welcome the Chief Officer, Cooperatives and Citizens, Economic Development, Economic Empowerment, Mr. Paul Gay, who also welcomed the CM for Trade, and Madam Rose Motuko, and she had this to say. She underscored the critical role SACCOs play in driving economic development and highlighted the following: that the county's commitment to supporting SACCOs as key drivers of financial inclusion and business empowerment, collaboration, opportunities between SACCOs and the county government to create favorable policies for business owners. She also encouraged encouragement for entrepreneurs to leverage SACCO funding to expand their businesses and boost local economic growth. The county officials pledged to continue partnering with its business, Bestrock SACCO, to create a thriving business environment. Minute 4, Supervisory Committee report. The report reviewed the following. That is 1, operating budget, accounting transactions, accuracy and completeness, member complaints, I-portfolio, at least PAR, staff capacity in the organogram, delinquency management, dividends, and external auditor. The supervisory report was proposed for adoption by Simon Musembi and Paul Motinda, respectively. Minute 5. Presentation of external auditor's report. I will read the highlights, which were statistical information, membership, employees, capital adequacy ratios, external borrowing ratios, liquidity ratios, operating efficiency, loan quality ratio, dividends and interest on member deposits, statement of board of directors' responsibilities, report of independent auditors to the members, statement of comprehensive income, statement of financial position, and statement of changes in equity. Those were the highlights. And the report was proposed for adoption by James Mwongela and Jemima Mose. Minute 6, adoption of budget 2025-2026. It was read by the accountant, and the proposal was as captioned there below. You can see it. I will not read that. And I am sure by now you have finished perusing the chairman's report. In case there is a question. I will also not read the proposed supplementary budget for the financial year 2025. You can read it for yourselves. I will go straight then again to minute 7. Disposal of 2025 surplus. The disposal of 2024 dividends and interest on member deposits were proposed by George Juguna, Karuki, and Philip Omondi Okoth, respectively. Minute 8, appointment of 2025 external auditor. Mr. Bio Muhia was elected unopposed and therefore qualified to be the external auditor for the financial year 2025-2026. Minute 9, hiyo sitasoma. Tulifanya vile tumefanya leo. Borrowing power 25 million. Minute 10, matters arising from items 2, 4, 5, 6. Hiyo nisome ama mmesoma? Tuendelee. Haya, make sure umesoma. Ilikuwa tu maswali. Then we go to minute 11. That was also to adopt and confirm previous minutes. And then there were speeches by Mr. Duncan Singe, who advised members to bring tangible security when applying for loans to avoid signing for defaulters. He also said that members should look for people to vote for and advised members to take loans as individuals. Cooperative Bank Branch Manager Kitui, Jacob Munyao, emphasized the partnership with Bestrock to enhance financial security and business financing. And he discussed affordable business financing options, digital banking solutions, and investment opportunities for SACCO members. And he also said that these partnerships are instrumental in offering members comprehensive financial services from loans to investment opportunities. We also had speeches from Madam Meli Ndumbu and Agnes Mwangeli. Then minute 12, these were the proposed bylaw amendments. I'll read this. There was current and the proposed change for the amendments. 1, every member of the SACCO society shall hold at least 40 shares of Kenya shillings 500 each, and shall be fixed by the general meeting. Proposed change, the nominal value of each share shall be Kenya shillings 500, and every member shall hold at least 1 share in the society, subject to the minimum shares as shall be stipulated in the membership policy, savings policy, and capitalization policy. Number 14.3. Except when convened by the Commissioner, the presence of at least 30 members or 25% of the total membership, whichever is less, shall constitute a quorum for the conduct of business at the general meeting. Proposed change, except when convened by the Commissioner, the presence of at least 30 delegates or 25% of the total membership, whichever is less, shall constitute a quorum for the conduct of the business at the general meeting. That should have read delegates meeting. 16.2, the quorum at every meeting of the board of directors shall be at least 2/3 of the members of the board of directors. Proposed, the quorum of every meeting of the board of directors shall be at least 5 members of the board of directors. These bylaws were proposed by Simon Mosembi and Mitao Motoka. That is number 1. 14.3 was proposed by Leonard Siengo and Christine Wanza. And bylaw number 16.2 was proposed by Japeth Mwalimu and Alice Mombe Delawa. Minute 13, those were elections. I will not read. Peruse. I'll read the results. That the 3 management board of directors were elected unopposed, and 1 Frederick Chalo had resigned from the board and replaced by Mr. Joe Motuko Katuko. The chairman thanked the members and added that going forward together we'll open a fossa and we shall nurture young men to be leaders of tomorrow. There was no AOB. The meeting adjourned at 3 p.m. with a closing prayer remarks by Bishop Jackson. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorary Secretary. I want us to own these minutes by proposing and seconding so that we may go to any matter that is arising. Was going to propose that this was a record of what we discussed at that time when we are running an AGM. Proposal? Good. Siengo Leonard has proposed. Seconder? Up here.
I'm Dorcas Mutinda.
Member
125. I second.
Yes, thank you, Mutinda. Now the minutes now are adopted and they are ours now. I want us to go to any arising issue or clarification that you may need from that. Page 1. We are doing both. Una check and unauliza any arising issue. Page 1. Okay. Agenda number 1. I have skipped the preamble and introduction. Now that was reading of the notice. Agenda number 2, Chairman's report. Those were almost like policy issues that the chairman raised. If you look at that one and what we are doing today, some of the things are actually joining together. And some of the questions are almost like answered here. Agenda number 2, down there on page 3. Address to the chief guest. Okay. Agenda number 4, supervisory committee, the report. Okay. Presentation by the external auditor. Presentation by the external auditor. Okay. Thank you. Budget proposals. We done with this one earlier. I'm sure it's just a repeat of what we did today. Agenda number 7, disposal of the surplus. Which one? Okay. Mpate kipa sauti. Yes, please.
Yeah, I see in these minutes, when you go to capital budget for financial year 2025, the same items which were there in those minutes are the same minutes as the same items we have for the year 2027.
Which one?
Maybe I need clarification.
Which one?
We are talking about capital expenditure including computers and printers, office equipment, office furniture and fittings, and generators.
Yes.
And the year 2027, we are proposing exactly the same thing.
Yes.
So maybe a clarification. Secondly,
our auditor, you know, there are those things that depreciate. You know, we can't buy everything at once. If it's computers, we get about, because we have so many officers, we have almost 20 now, and each one of them as a computer. So there are those that we replace almost like in a given time, we replace a few. The following time, we replace some others because they are still depreciating, you know. So those are the things that we are talking about.
Okay.
If it's a generator, we are not buying a generator every time. We are only buying if there's need for that. And more so, like if in our new offices we may need one, we can't just go anywhere and pick money. We have to have it in a budget. If we don't need it, the money will be a carryover to the next year.
So my question is, the same number of items seems to be the same, because the total value of what had been proposed is exactly the same. And secondly, what did we do?
Okay.
What did we do?
Okay. Mary, can you react on that one.
Let me finish first before she reacts. What do we do with the replaced equipments and computers?
The obsolete ones.
Because I think we have never sold. I've never had any auction for
speak something that you know. Not that you have not sold. What there is that, okay, Mary, can you please make we have sold them. Mary, up.
There are some things that must be used in every office. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Every office must have a computer, equipment, na furniture. So hizo ni lazima, ama?
True.
So even if you open a branch, ama a satellite, ama whatever it is, ama a room, it must have a computer and an equipment. These things depreciate on a daily basis. And for delegates who may need the full audited accounts, kindly you can pick them from the office. It shows the number of assets that we have in the office, the depreciation rate, and the net value that we have in the office. So number two, reason yenye tumeweka hizi vitu constant, we can't just walk in a showroom layer computers and get 100 computers. The office decides how many computers to buy on a yearly basis.
Our auditor?
Let's clarify that. If you go to the audited accounts, we had a budget for computer for 2 million. But what was purchased as computers was 220. Merewana? Yes. So what the budget was is a budget that is kept, and as the auditors, what is bought is not what is in the budget. What is really bought, like if you go to the audited account that we have given you, when you go to the computer, it is 220. Although the budget was 2 million, really what was bought is 200. When you go now to the next item, so what is budgeted is not what is paid. So that's why they could not have budgeted more, because even this year, whatever was budgeted, I could make a hotel. So they still maintain the same budget. So we go pick another item, for example, office equipment. You had budgeted 2 million. But when you go to the actual what was bought was 109. So tumeelewana? So what is budgeted is not what is bought. So actually, I think I have answered that question. Not that it was utilized. So that's just a budget, and now what is bought is the audited account.
Hapo tumeelewana? There's another question there.
Chairman, I want to go straight to the point. Reaction. We've been here since 9. Like me, I was here from 9. Those are 5 hours now. For how long are we going to have our meeting, please?
That's a good one. Actually, we are now going to the last point. So, we are going to number 11. And you remember, we came early, we wanted to start at 9:30. Tukakaa hapa, tukangoja wale wengine. You could see I was always going out, at least in part of 30 members to answer. You know? That's one of the clarion calls I'm going to make when we are moving out of this place. That ADM will not be the same as AGM. We like to start in time and to manage. So, no. So, you are as patient as myself. Good. Okay. Wacha sasa, tukutoka pale sasa, because now tumefika mahali pazuri. Tuna jambo lingine, any other reaction? Because nataka tumalize, tuende tuwajana number 11. Yes, Sengo?
Yeah. I wanted to ask about this amendment of bylaw which we proposed. Now that we are gone delegates, what is the position? Because members require to have a booklet on their bylaws. Are they ready or what is there? Maybe you can hear from you.
Okay. Let the CEO answer that one.
I wanted to give the ministry, because we had discussed that actually. Maybe the ministry will clarify what we had said, please.
The amendments which were proposed last year, they were infected in the bylaws. So those amendments in the current bylaws, they are the ones which are there. So they were affected, Wanasiengo. We have those ones in the current bylaws.
And maybe any other amendments will still be coming to members, because there are also other elements that we will be amending in our bylaws. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, additionally there, we have emerging issues. When we met last time, we met as AGM. This time we are delegates. There are things that are going to come up and we are going to put them in the system as we move on. Kana kambia kusiawa, itambia no yumembe na kedio mbola. We are not moving at that snail space, but I'm sure most of the things will be put in place. And so, give ourselves time, we'll be there. Let me now move to the last agenda, which is the elections. And before we do that one, we are now inviting the ministry to guide us on what to do, so that as we move from this place, apart from electing the board and the supervisory committee, we also want a clarification, because we have to give ourselves 3 years before we go a full circle. Some of you are that must get a ticket for 1 year, the next one, the second year, the next one, the third year. We are going to get that clarification so that we also go a full circle of 3 years, the way a board also does. Hatuwezi kupeleka ninyi nyote nyumbani, lazima tufanye a third, wale wengine wabaki, the following year tupeleka another 1/3, the next one, the other one, subject to the election. It is as a full circle again. This is a new system. Bwana Dennis, can you please lead us on this one? Both for members, delegates, and also for board. Alafu kutoka pale tutakuwa tunakamilisha siku na tuende nyumbani.
Thank you, Chairman, for this opportunity. We are going to almost the last agenda of the day, and that is for the elections. We started our delegates system, and this is the first elections we are going to do through the delegate system. As you are aware that every year, a third of the members of the board, both in the board and the supervisory, have to retire. We call it rotational retirement. The essence of that is to ensure that there is continuity of the society in case some of the members are not elected. And the same way will be with the delegates, that a third of the delegates will also be retiring yearly. But all of them, the board members, the delegates, are also eligible for re-elections. If the members want to return them, they will be returning them. So today, in the board of the management, we have 3 vacancies. We have 3 vacant positions. The members who have been serving there, their 3 years term has come to an end, but they are eligible for re-election. In the supervisory committee, we have 1 position which has become vacant as from today, which is also going to be filled today, and the person who was holding that office is also eligible for the election. Last Friday when we had a pre-ADM, there is a question that was posed because we are still in the transition. There are some things which have not been completed as far as this delegate system is concerned. We will still be bringing some amendments in the bylaws so that we can amend everything that concerns our delegate system in the bylaw. So there was a request that we have a transition period, but that is upon the members. That they allow the board which has initiated the delegate system, first of all, to continue putting the structures. and after maybe a full cycle, then everybody, and even after training all the other delegates, they will be now in a position to be knowing what happens in the circle because of the trainings that will be happening. They will be in a position now to fight for their positions of the board. But that is subject to you as members, because in cooperative societies, one of the principles is democratic member control, and you are the members. So I don't know whether we are still going with that resolution that we passed during our pre-ADM, that will be, we first of all allow the board members who have started this delegate system to continue before now allowing all the other members to fight for the position as we continue training the members. So I don't know what is the, whether that is still the position that we hold today. Is it the same position? Yes. It is the same position? Yes. Thank you very much. And because it's the same position, there are those who have been there for the last 3 years, their term has come to an end. We must return them the right way. A person has to have a proposer and a seconder. The other one a proposer and a seconder. Proposer and a seconder. Then we will be able to pass them as have been elected and opposed. Zasawa. So those positions were, one is secretary. Teddy is retiring. Catherine, stand up, uonekane. Her term is also coming to an end. Gariuka, where is she? She's there. Her term was also coming to an end in the board of the management. And because we have said that we'll allow them to continue with the process, I want proposer and a seconder for each one of them. I want a proposer and a seconder for each one of them. Siengo?
Yeah. First is pre-AGM, but now this is the AGM. I think at the AGM, we should allow them to continue. I propose that we allow them to continue because all of us are new in this system, and I would like to have a good way of running our society. So I propose that they be returned. Thank you.
I want a proposal for each one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Now do I do a proposal for...
You propose one, the others will be proposed.
Ted Munyoki, I propose.
Ted Munyoki has been proposed by Siengo. Who is seconding Teddy? Give one of those members.
Esther Malombe, member number 67. I second.
Esther Malombe has seconded Teddy. That has been proposed and seconded. Catherine, stand up. Who is proposing Catherine?
Order, please. Order, please.
Yes.
Because I think we are wasting a lot of time. As Chen will propose, let us propose them. And if there is an body who is opposing, we show by hand. Yes. So if I stand and I propose the 3 members who have not been proposed, we just need a seconder.
In an elections, you cannot elect people as a group. There is no way you can elect people as a group. So we have to follow the due process. Catherine, somebody was proposing.
Member number 3027, Metao Mudoka.
Metao Mudoka.
I propose Catherine.
Has proposed Catherine. Who is seconding Catherine?
Member number 2842, Silamunyao. I second Catherine.
Catherine has been seconded. Garioka, stand up. Who is proposing Garioka? Proposer.
Member number 20, John Mwendwa, I propose.
Proposed. The other one was also lifting a hand.
Yes, member number 660, Elizabeth Kazoka, I second.
Thank you. So the 3 members of the board has been proposed and seconded, and I can now declare them to have been elected and opposed as of today. We have the supervisory committee member who is Dennis. Dennis, stand up. Is also retiring today and eligible for the election. So I want a proposer and a seconder for Dennis.
My name is George Kariuki, member number 112. I propose Dennis.
Dennis has been proposed. Seconder, look, one of the delegates.
Greg, 2998, I second.
Dennis has been seconded. And now I hereby declare Dennis has been elected the supervisory committee member and opposed year 2026. Thank you very much for that activity, that which have gone. We can clap ourselves for being very brief on that. The other activity is on delegate system. Because all the delegates, just like the board of the management, they cannot go home the same day. And we cannot just tell anyone that you are the one who is going to retire next year, you are the one who is going to retire after 2 years, you are the other one who is going to retire the other year. And because the regions that we have, 90% of the members are just from Kitui. We couldn't go by regions. We couldn't go by regions because 90% of them, the delegates are from Kitui town. So each one of us is going to do a ballot to pick a paper. We have papers, and I need the person who has the papers to bring them here. You are going to pick these papers. They are written either number 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, 3. If you pick paper written 1, it means next year you will be subjected for election. If you pick a paper written 2, you will be subjected for election the other year. If you pick a paper written 3, you will be subjected for election after 3 years. Then after that first round, now it will be automatic 3 years, 3 years, 3 years. Tuko pamoja. And we didn't get even enough delegates. We didn't get enough delegates. We were supposed to have around 150 delegates, but the ones which we have, they are less. So that means even for those who will be retiring next year, most probably they will be returned by the members. So you should not just worry. You will be back because we don't have enough. But we must create that rotational system to ensure that we will not be starting from the scratch. Those who have the papers, we will be picking as per the region. We have Mwingi, we have Kitui, we have Kitui East, we have Kitui South. Nzasawa. So I want those papers displayed for Mwingi. I need for Mwingi now. I need for Mwingi. If you pick, I need 3 officers there down. 3 officers with 3 officers wakiwa na kalamu na karatasi. Kuwe na mmoja ataandika watu wa number 1. Na mwingine ataandika watu wa number 2, mwingine ataandika watu wa number 3. Okay. Good. Just put up. So watu wa mwingi, when you pick, you come here, una pick 1 paper na unaenda kujiandikisha pale nyuma. Hiyo ndio itakuwa mwaka yako. Tuko pamoja? You have a question?
Yes. Nilikuwa nauliza, saa hii wale hawakukuja. Nafikiri kama wengi sana. Sasa hao watachukua makaratasi yao lini?
We will do that later. We will do that one later. Let's first of all do with those ones who are here. So watu wa mwingi wana mwingi ina include Matu Mwingi region. Simameni, mko wapi? Is it a question?
Then we can look at the situation for numbers as we go out, so that we
can flip that.
No, how will you be picking the papers as you go out? This was part of the agenda. This was part of today's agenda to have the rotational system. So it is not just another. I need people from Mwingi. Can you come forward? Mwingi, pick a paper na uende huko nyuma utapata just pick. Mwingi iko pamoja na Matuo. Mwingi iko pamoja na Matuo. Wale tuko huko chini mmejipanga staff. Yule wa number 1 anaenda kwa number 1, yule wa number 2 anaenda anaandikwa na number 2, yule wa number 3 anaenda anaandikwa na number 3. Tuarefisheni. Staff mmoja anaandika number 1, staff wa pili anaandika number 2, staff wa tatu anaandika number 3. So nataka kuona kila staff akiwa anaandika mtu. Then hao wakimalizia tunaenda kitwist. Kitwist hiyo iko pamoja na Mbichini. Kitwist tukuje. Kitwist ballots za kitwist pamoja na Mbichini. Ziko wapi? Bitine sio kweli. Hao ni watu waine sije. Ikiwa ujui utaelezewa unatoka pande gani. Those are the ones for haya pick. Upikwa na uende ujiandikishe huko. Watu wa Mutomo, ballots za Mutomo. Ya 6. Mutomo. Hakuna delegate ametoka Mutomo. Hakuna delegates kutoka Mutomo. Hiyo Kitui South. That is Kitui South. Mutomo, Ikudha, Mudha, Ikanga. We have 6 delegates from that area. Ayopo mtu wa Matuo ameenda pamoja na wa Mwingi. Ukiandika unaacha huko. Aurudishi. Ayopo mtu wa Matuo alienda pamoja na watu wa Mwingi. Sawa, mko na ballot za Kitui region na Kitui region. So kwa sababu Kitui region tuko wengi, nataka tuanze na hilo. Mkuje mpick, as you pick unaenda kujiandikisha huko nyuma. Kitui town region, Kitui region, Kitui town, Kabati, Kwavonza. So that is Kitui. Ballot za Kitui region ziko wapi? Pick one, na tuende huko nyuma tujiandikishe. Pick one, na tuende huko nyuma tujiandikishe. Pick one, na uende huko nyuma ujiandikishe. Staff tunamalizia. That is our last region. Staff tuharakishe. Staff tuharakishe. Kuna staff anaandika number 1, kuna staff anaandika number 2, kuna staff anaandika number 3. Kuna staff anaandika number 1, kuna staff anaandika number 2, kuna staff anaandika number 3. So let's do that please, ndio tumalizie. Let's do that tumalizie. Let's not overcrowd, let's not overcrowd. Ukijiandikisha unarudi unaketi. Ukijiandikisha unarudi unaketi. Ukijiandikisha unarudi unaketi. Ukijiandikisha unarudi unaketi. Ukijiandikisha unaketi. Ukijiandikisha unaketi. Ukijiandikisha unaketi. Ukijiandikisha unaketi. Ukijiandikisha unaketi. Ukijiandikisha unaketi. Na wale wanatoka nje tunaendelea na kumaliza. Ukijiandikisha. Kuna mtu hapa anjachukua ballot paper. Anybody seated? Mpi yangu anajua anatoka which region. Anybody seated ambaye anjachukua ballot paper? Maybe sababu hakuwa anajua anatoka wapi. So let's sit down. Let's sit down. Tuketini. Now we have created our rotational delegate system. We have created our rotational system. Number 1 will be subjected to election in the year 2027. Number 2 will be subjected to election in the year 2028. Number 3 will be subjected for elections in the year 2029. After that, it will be now 3 years automatic. Everyone will be elected, atakuwa anaingia for 3 years. So I hope it will be also be sent to you by the office. kukuonyesha which year you'll be retiring. So thank you very much for your cooperation and participating. This is one, I told you, this is one of the duties of the delegates, attending meetings and participating in the deliberations of the meeting. So thank you very much for your cooperation. I think I am through with the agenda that which I was doing. Thank you very much.
Yeah, asante sana. Najua it has taken a bit of time. We never expected to be here at this time. Lakini tuwe kumanondo mwe. Uyambia kindu nobaga take a lot of time as you bear it. So ilengi meetings, ilengi tuwe doana sio. It will be taking shorter time than the way we have taken today. Maximum ikeda 2 hours. If we start at 9:30, by noon tutakuwa tumemaliza. So today we have to be very patient because people are coming from very far. It's the first one, and maybe people thought we would just take all the day, but that's not the issue. We want to finish as early as possible. Kwa hivyo, as a chair, I thank you very much for the cooperation. You first of all applied to be a delegate. We never took that one for granted. It's a very big commitment. Number 2, you were here last week, and then tukamaliza yale tulimaliza. This time we are back again. That shows that you are now committed to make this circle a better place. Number 3, the kind of deliberations and the questions that you asked, you're near an element of maturity. People are ready to move on. As we said last time, and as we are saying, we have an investment policy that we want to actualize. We'll be picking some of you to come to sit down as a small group to make sure that we come up with a way of investing. As a circle, we have to get a pathway whereby we shall be investing as a circle, because we also need that kind of a growth. We will also be picking some of you to help us to come up with 1 or 2 things. It's in the but you could not do them in order to limit many things. But now we are going to open up, and we have the right people who can also assist in that. Klakenge ne tutambite kumala. There are some people here who are handling solar. They also want to become our members. They also wanted to introduce themselves. Just 1 minute. Can they come in, please? Because tunataka tuombe ili sasa tufumukane. And as we do that one, normally what we do is tukitangaza dividends na interests, we always put that one in your accounts, all about watalipa through their bank. So by the end of the day, utasipata pale, and you'll be able also to enjoy that. Kwa hivyo wale ambao tunasafiri, unatoka kwa sola ili iko hapo nje, kuja usimame hapo, tukupatie kipaza sauti, tuambie what you do. CEO, tupatie kipaza sauti, tuambie what they are doing. So tukifanya hayo basi, tunajua the day has been long to some of you. You had one of the member complaining that tumekaa sana, and I'm sure you also bear with us that there are things that cannot be hurried. So kwa hayo mengi basi, au wakituambia dakika moja tu, mmepotea dakika moja, because our members are also tired now. Tutaomba maombi ya mwisho, alafu tuone itakuwa namna gani tukumukane. The CEO maybe will have 1 or 2 words ya kutangaza as we move out of this place. Okay, madam?
Thank you. Protocol observed, committee members, and the guests invited. Good afternoon. My name is Lucy. I come from Sun Culture, Kenya Limited. When we hear Sun Culture, it's all about sun. We normally help our farmers with our products. Tunawauzia zile pampu za maji. With our products, you can be able to farm directly with the power of the sun. Also, we have backup batteries. So assuming it's on a rainy day, maybe it's a bit chilly, you can use our battery as a backup plan. Our battery includes, it has 4 bulbs. So at the same time you can farm, and also you can have lighting in your home. Here at Kitui, we have our office just hapa karibu na cooperative. Just there, kuna mali kunaitwa garage. We have an office there. Tuko na ingine hapa site Thika.
And also today we are very grateful for that chance. Now I know you guys, you are very tired for umekuwa very long, sindo? So maybe I will just share my number, and also our lady here, she is Maureen. She is the one managing this region. Maybe you can write down 0721. Yeah, also in those lists there are numbers for our agents there as well. Maybe if you need to go directly to our manager, Maureen or me, you can call us directly. 0721 972 341. 0721 972 341. Lucy. For Maureen, it's 0727 275 756. Hapa nje tuko na wa demo, maybe mnaweza pita, you see how our products work. Mtazipata pale, we have our batteries, we have our surface pump. So, and as well, we are very ready to work with Bestrock. So Bestrock, we are ready to partner with you so that our farmers here can be able to get our product. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I think that's a good one. Anytime if you want to buy that machine, you come to our office, we'll not be able to partner and give you a loan. Unabeba hiyo kitu unapeleka nyumbani, unaanza kuanza kupiga maji, unatuuzia nyanya na mna hiyo as you pay pole pole. Ni kweli? I think we can still do that one. Wacha nipatie our CEO tupatie the final remarks na announcements, alafu tutauliza niona kama tulikuwa na pastor hapa atuombee, alafu tufumukane. You are good people. I think we work together.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Ningetaka kumuita Pastor Dennis akuje amalize mkutano kwa maombi, na tuko na facilitation na lunch ya tumepatia members. Kwa hivyo hiyo jukumu mtapatia treasurer wa sako ndio apeane maelekezo. Baada ya maombi ndio tuweze kuendelea kutoka hapo. Thank you very much.
Tusimameni tuombe. Okay, let's believe and pray. Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for this meeting. We thank you, the Lord, you have given us the ability to kick off well and even to finish well. I thank you for every deliberation that you have made, every concern that you have expressed, every question that was answered, and every move that is propagated. I pray that in the name of Jesus, that we are going to have the best results from this meeting in Jesus' name. I pray that, Lord, we have a safe travel to different places where we came from. Secure us, Lord, and as we gather together again, glory and honor shall be to your name. We pray this in the name of our Father, the name of the Son, and the name of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Mwene museo na marinda onde twiko undu twika kwamba kutia nikenda tuiguma situ ala mosomwa nikenda wati wala wasomerwa tumine mituki. Thank you.
As wapi Mary mko wapi? Kujeni hapa vile mlifanya last time ili sasa tuendelee na tumalize. Our members, please let's be patient na tumalize hii yote haraka iwezekanavyo.
Mudhoka, Josiah Ngula, Metao Mudhoka, Mwanya Mwangala, Phyllis Mwekali, Peter Muli Nguta, Mary Mumo. Alex Mudhoka. Alex. Alex, Josiah. Metao. Mwanya, Phyllis. Peter Muli Nguta, Mary Mumo. Mary Mumo. Agneta, Sila Munyao, Samekudo, Christopher Musujo, Primanoti, Martin Ferdinand. Agneta, Samekudo, Christopher, Geoffrey Manotti, Martin Ferdinand. Roy Mutuazi for Motina Mesha Mwanzes, the Love Chanje, Kiziti, Agnes Zao, Richard Ketoka, Jenny Mutua, Grace Kelonzo. Kana Mole, Veronica Mwele, Peter Katua, Wilbur Kosibao, Fred Motia, Dr. Singe, Stephen Lovai. Kaunda Mole, Veronica Mwele, Peter Katua, Wilbur Kosibao, Fred Motia, Dr. Singe, Stephen Lovai. Na uulize mwenzako kama ako kali. Kuwa kali huku Bestrock kulikuwa na app. Benjamin Kimanzi, Patrick Kariru, Mary Mulwa, Leonard Siego, George Moki, Esther Malome. Salamu leo ni kama uko kali. Kuwa kali ni kuwa na app ya Bestrock. Uko kali? Kevin Kivala, Paul Kiabati, Peter Mainge, John Wendwa. Julius Mutinda. Kutoka Musenge. Peter Mainge. Kevin Kivala. Rita Simba, Samuel Gashao, Judy Zisa, James Moho, James Mutia, Onesmus Mutina.